We are giving you these scriptures on our authority and by the authority of the prophets and the apostles who came to open everybody's eyes to the fact that you are too manifestations of the divine. This discovery is the gospel, that is the good news, with the eternal energy of the universe and the love that moves the sun and other stars.
When KP is silent, he's still powerful, like a pharaoh in knowledge. Y'all think about it, when y'all done, I'll be over to the next one. Giving your mind and your ears direction. What you hear is perfection. When you disturb the Egyptian kings, death comes swift on wings. Either kiss the ring or get bit and sting, or it's dimethyltryptamine. That mean you die while you trip off of beings. No human beings what you seeing. Only me in a huge coliseum, with slaves following me to their freedom, with trumpets and swords and we taking out the kingdom. When I rap, I'm Lord, and this is my Eden. I write in my laws for the snakes and treason. Chariots out the floor that I'm placing my feet in. Horses pull my microphone cord, I take a seat then. We thrust through my bedroom door straight into deep winds. The crown of love, eternal light, glory, seat on the throne. I receive microphones, surely thine will shall be done, because there's nothing new under the sun. The crown of love, eternal light, glory, seat on the throne. I receive microphones, surely thine will shall be done, because there's nothing new under the sun. I wrote on steles and pillars of Master Killah and Jizza, and saw my own reflection crash into mirrors. The healer, shout out the RZA, the cure. My rhymes could be mistaken as cocaine lines so pure. I should've wrote this on aluminum foil, light a torch beneath it, to the room is fumed with the royal, like Upper Egypt. Back in the days we used to fight if you scuffed a sneaker. Your name ring bells to the school if you snuffed a teacher. I used to rhyme off a boombox with a busted speaker, back when Biggie and Tupac was just a feature. I started rhyming like I couldn't be touched by neither. I was only a child like King Tut, but deeper. While y'all poses on Instagram, I put roses in the pentagram, scent in my nose when I kill a ram. I'm son of man, rappers think they goats but they still a lamb, so I use it for a coat and to warm my hands. The crown of love, eternal light, glory, seat on the throne. I receive microphones, surely thine will shall be done, because there's nothing new under the sun. The crown of love, eternal light, glory, seat on the throne. I receive microphones, surely thine will shall be done, because there's nothing new under the sun.
Meet the gray eyes Moses like I rock a cane, then turn into a serpent in my top reign. I'm certain that I'm not sane. The end is near. Engineer service in the clock train. Glock range, Dr. Strange, linears, hemispheres, hammers from the top crane. My handle in the rock cane. Ran before the cops came. This manual was not named. Now they call me Rock Kane, the Spotted Cool Jesus rapper. Half a brigade and half a militant. He's the master. Read the chapter even after I can hear the demons' laughter. From A to Z, I found these letters between, written by Allah's hands. Every step is supreme. Flew across the hot sands, turning breath into steam to make nimbus clouds by dining on electric cuisine. In the center of it all, but still never be seen. The memoirs of Superman who flew ahead of his dreams. Clan of the 10 planet spheres under one roof with me. Combine them all, made a W like there's two of me. You guys, you gotta feel it like your moon degree. But who would see the breeze who stole heavy mental riding on the ferry? My flow across the wave valley, like riding on a jet ski. Turn to heavy, getting to heaven like the science has possessed me. Spirit in the body, use the iris to undress me. Calls from the astral plane, need a psychic to connect me. I gotta hand it to him, knowing lightning couldn't catch me. Run me the procedure, sweetest honey Indonesia. Staying on my D-Nars like money in Tunisia. While they studying how Nas ticks, I was with the Gnostics until I started rapping like I couldn't be touched by either. From 5% is it intelligent hoods, the God MCs, I was God, they was never this good. Heard the silence swept the room like a ghost when it's calm. And said you took their breath away, how they supposed to respond?
The crown of love, eternal light, glory, seat on the throne. I receive microphones, surely thine will shall be done, because there's nothing new under the sun. The crown of love, eternal light, glory, seat on the throne. I receive microphones, surely thine will shall be done, because there's nothing new under the sun.
Since inspiration always comes through a human vehicle, whatever truths I might utter to you will be distorted. My voice will be distorted, and you might mistake the meaning of what I said. Now, so therefore, everybody who receives divine inspiration, sometimes it comes for no reason that anybody can determine, and you can take that or leave it.
welcome. It's Wednesday. I'm telling you, every Wednesday I get more and more excited. I get more and more excited every Wednesday. You understand? But today I'm most particularly excited. Okay. First of all, for y'all who don't know, maybe y'all just tuning in today for the first time. I'm Knowledge Born out here, uh, co-producing the segment on the Killah Priest Podcraft. Tell somebody it's about to get live like a wire. Software Hip Hop will be here shortly, but I get to introduce the guests. They beat me here. I was here. I got here. They was like, "Where you been at, fam? We been here." You understand what I'm saying? So, yes, every season is in full effect. So tell somebody to tell somebody we about to get busy right now. We about to talk hip hop. We about to talk martial arts. We about to talk all things, everything. And I got two of my favorite people in hip hop. Two of my favorite people in hip hop. Two of my favorite storytellers. Two of my profound thinkers in hip hop here right now to bless us in true sadistic Scorpio fashion. All right. So I'm putting my hands together and show some love for hip hop royalty. Brooklyn's own, New York's own, everybody's own. Okay. Let's bring in the Scorpion King himself, Illa G.
Yo. What's cracking?
And hip hop's favorite femme fatale, Queen Herawin.
Anytime I'm in the room with this guy right here, this is for me. Did y'all check it out though? Did y'all peep? What's up, y'all? This is family all day. You already know, man. Love that guy. What's up? Peace, Knowledge Born. Peace to my hip hop husband. What's up, Illa G?
Slap over me, baby. That's
Yes,
what's
yes.
Yes. Slap hoes, eat bacon, and make them drink dinner malt liquor.
I definitely love the sadistic Scorpio line that you introduced us with. Thank you very much.
Hey,
the fact that
y'all need to take it with y'all on the road because they're gonna see y'all. You know what I'm saying? They already got hey, don't you know no good?
Hello.
It's Aries season, so I'm full of hot air, and y'all full of hot water. You understand what I'm saying? What's the science? How y'all feeling?
I feel wonderful, man. Wonderful.
Yes, indeed. Happy to be here with y'all. Happy to be here.
Word.
I love the braids, hip hop wife. I love the braids.
Hey.
Huh?
Thank you. That's how we do, baby.
The femme fatale is injured. So yeah, I'm excited for this discussion. 50 years of hip hop, 51, 52. I don't know how many years it really is. So I think people started counting at 50 and stopped counting. So I don't know where we really are.
52. Well, the term is 50.
Yeah. So can we get the greatest hip hop assessment of the last 50 years of hip hop from hip hop's flyest husband and wife?
They're gonna start believing it. This is what it is. We're gonna start some real riots.
We're gonna have some kids in a minute.
Hey,
we're gonna have some kids we don't even know about in a minute.
Somebody like, I knew it. They're gonna be producing children. Hey, look,
rhyming children.
Don't let Jaguar get a hold of it.
It's gonna be the best rapping children ever in life. It's gonna be like superhero kids.
Yes.
My daughter actually does rhyme.
My son doesn't rhyme at all.
That's okay. That's all right. We still have some space. We still have this bit of a window of production. That's such a hard question, though. That's such a difficult question. Knowledge born Allah. What the best hip hop moments within the 51 to 2 years? I don't know about you, Ella, that I feel like that's not a one layered response. You know what I mean?
We got time.
we
Got
gonna
time.
need it. What do you think, Ella G? I
You
think
said
that
the best moments in hip hop.
Or a report card. I mean, 50 years, an assessment, some analysis,
of
some critical discussion.
culture in
What's
50
being
years.
talked about, what's not being talked. However you want to do it. However you want to do it.
I mean, it's so many great things that happened in the culture.
correct.
So many not so great things that
Correct.
happen within the culture. Um, yeah, it's so many things, good and bad, man. Good and bad, at least from my perspective, the good and bad. Um, yeah, so many. A lot of things have been separated, which is great. I don't think people have taken it down to the origin. You know, they just labeled something. They just labeled it as something different. When you get to the origin of it, it's exactly the same, but certain things. So it's so many. Like as far as it's not so much storytelling in hip hop anymore. Um, Everybody took the braggadocious, what they would call braggadocious. Everybody went that route with no matter, you know, like people say some people say they don't want to be educated or hearing something while they're in the club. So everybody basing, okay, the single's great, about the club shit. But where's the meat and the potatoes? A lot of people is misconstrued, like emo hip hop, or whatever they want to call it, emo, whatever it is. Emo is technically the blues, and then it's sectioned off. But to make a complete album, we need all these things. We need the emo, we need the braggadocious, we need the MCing, we need all of that to get in tune of an album. Take us through a ride. Like I have no problem. I like when people brought us within their world. It's all the artists brought us within their world. In the 80s, it was the braggadocious, but they still had things of somewhat, I don't think it was much, but a lot of things of bringing you to the 90s was more bringing it to the world. Like, yo, man, I don't want to do this, but I'm here. This is what's going on in my hood. This is what I'm seeing every day. This is what I'm dealing with every day. So that's where I'm at with it. I think people, I really feel there should be a tad bit more history and recognition of not only the forefathers but innovators of our genre. It really hurt me to see that Swiss Beats had to repeat that Marley Marl when they gave him an award. Like, yo, if you're a producer and you sample, you need to know who the fuck Marley Marl is.
Absolutely.
Like, you need to clap because his innovation got you, making bread or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Of sampling.
Yeah.
And, you know what I'm saying? Everything. Like, as far as, everybody, man. Everybody. You know what I'm saying? There were story rounds before, but the realism of Melly Mel's The Message woke a lot of people up. That was like a picture for that time.
Yeah. I think even just having a song that is one of the most iconic when you think about hip hop, The Message. I think that the title itself set a tone for what hip hop really was intending to do during that time, was to talk about things that needed to be talked about, things that were happening, injustices, social issues, socioeconomic issues, money issues, hood issues, like things that weren't being voiced in that way. And so hip hop became a vehicle and a voice for those things. And it's like, I think as you think about during time, what was the message, what became the message during different eras. And so I know, you know, Ella was mentioning that like during the 80s. So I think of it chronologically like a timeline, you know, and so what was happening in that inception, planting seeds of things, and then who continued that. I think about storytelling with obviously Slick Rick and, you know, Cool G Rap, you know, Rakim, and then who inspired them. I think of it in clusters of time. Um, you know, but I do also agree with Ella in the sense of balance, having things that spoke to emotion or speaks to emotion, having the rhyme joints where it's like you show the lyrical prowess. I don't know if things are as balanced because I do think that older music had that. I think albums had a variety of stuff. You think about old Jungle Brothers stuff. You had party stuff or old De La stuff. You had party joints. You had things like Millie pulled the pistol on Santa, things that were bringing up issues that people maybe were risque, didn't want to talk about, but they were talking about. You know, there were different aspects of topics that were explored. I'm not sure now if albums are touching on all of like a variety, a balance or a harmony of those things, or if it's a bit more one-sided. And I think the 90s, for what it's worth, in some ways, it continued to do the message and speak to some of these things. And then, but I think the commercialization shifted. I don't know how you feel, Ella, but I think money definitely started to, and the commercialized aspect started to shift the narrative of what people were talking about and how things went from feeling balanced to very maybe one-sided.
Yeah, it's the chase of the hit record.
Yes,
You
that's a
know,
good
it's
way of
just like,
putting it.
oh fuck, fuck the meat and potatoes. I just want to be, I need that hit record, and the labels are pushing, hit record, hit record, hit record. Let's get this in the club, get that in the club, which I do not blame it as a business.
For
I think,
sure.
what? I think once you sign that deal, it's no longer hip hop, it's rap. That's just me.
Mm.
That's not,
It goes from culture to commerce.
yeah.
That's
Well, I thought we was going to ease into it, but it's here now.
not with me and this guy together. We
Okay.
we started having the brainstorms.
I love it.
Yeah.
So, growing up hip hop to grown up hip hop, both of y'all growing up hip hop, all of us growing up hip hop to grown up hip hop, and do we give artists enough creative license to go through their self-discovery on the microphone? Or do we want to hear 87 of the same albums, whatever one we liked, whatever it was from our time? And if they'll go somewhere, do we go with you, or do we be like, nah, man, I'm about to go get DMX's first album again in 2025 because I don't want to hear none of this?
Well, that depends. I'm not a fan of part twos. I don't think I should ever make Bullet in the Bracelet part 2 because it feels like I didn't. I need to. It's like I need to gain something back, or I want that feeling back. As far as traveling with artists, I think we give them plenty of time, because I'm just discovering how to be an open book, and that's because of a lifestyle I led. Right, I had to really figure out. I want to speak on things, certain situations. There's a lot of situations that I just can't talk about. Right. I don't think streets should be involved in music. People, it gets things misconstrued. A lot of things shouldn't be said if you really was a part of that life. And so I had to switch it from the actual event to how I felt during this event. And it's therapy for me, because I'm noticing and learning about emotions and what they are, how to recognize them, deal with it. So now I can express it. And once I'm able to express it, just like asthma is about anxiety, right? So when I meet people, little do a lot of people know, the first thing that comes into my mind because of my past is, do I have to fuck this person up when I meet them?
God, okay. Yeah.
right? I have to
That's,
recognize the energy.
I thought I was by myself. I thought I was alone on that island.
So I have to recognize the energy and see that what it is and be like, oh, okay, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of things. I'm like a natural protector. You know what I'm saying? If me and Hera Barbera is hanging out, she has to get home okay. She has to, even if it's all three of us. Everybody has to make
and
it
he's
home.
really that way. He's really that way. He'll make sure. And I do want to
say, my twin brother for a reason. I mean, I'm saying,
indeed, he's very much that protector energy, which is a lovely thing. And I do want to say, since our hip hop marriage, I feel like I've been helping him open up more and tap into the emotional side. You know what I'm saying?
Our conversations, the gangsterish shit is our conversations, and just coming, her perspective as a woman, and some things that them damn things that sneak by me, I'll be like, huh, I never thought of that. You know what I'm saying? Just she said something that I couldn't put a finger on that was so gangster. It's just like sometimes when you're hanging out, I mean, it has nothing to do with hip hop, but it was so gangster when she said it. I wanted to just push her down on the floor. Like, God damn it. That was so dope, man. Like, it was like, it was just something that woke me up, and I was like, motherfucker, it makes so much sense. So much sense. Like, damn you, woman. Like, it's so great. Like, so it's
an epiphany for both of us, though. We have these we joke about it, but they're real conversations, and I think it's a gift for both of us. Not to cut you, Ella, but I'm grateful too for the dynamic, because all jokes aside, I think it's a beautiful thing, and this is grown, to your point, this is grown hip hop conversations where, as grown people, we can converse and talk about creative things, we can talk about life things, we can talk about getting advice on things from each other, and being in community. And the fact that we can do this now in a hip hop space is just a grown thing. How do we benefit and learn from each other, whether it's perspective, resource, connection? Like, we joke, but we actually really do that. And I have so much respect for Illa G. You know what I'm saying? He's an amazing, obviously, we know how he will bash lyrically anyone, anyone, right? But in addition to that, he's just super insightful, and just an amazing thinker. And
that goes for this woman, this great woman right there too. You know what I mean? Like, it is really to know I'm going to get a well thought out, educated answer, even if I don't agree with it. But I know I'm going to get a well thought out, educated answer. Let me tell you something. You people that's watching this, we have a song that is the most sexiest,
tell them about it,
most depressing song I ever heard before in my life. And I tell you, this shit is awesome.
I need it.
Awesome. I couldn't resist the topic of loan. Once I got the topic, and I was just like, I need to be a part of this. And I was so happy she told me yes. I think I wrote, like, you could tell there was so much built up that I wrote that shit so fast and sent it back. And the choice of beat, geez, if I can, I'm ready to push my phone on the floor right now, because it's such that powerful. That song is powerful.
Whatever seances y'all are doing to come up with the beats for the beats that y'all have as a collective, just beat selection as a collective, and then the sacrifice that happens because the beat gets slaughtered as an offering lyrically, like on a multitude of levels. I love it. So when I seen y'all together, because I seen y'all together for years, so when I seen y'all together, like, yeah, we finally about to do, I'm like, finally, we in the finally crowd. Like, finally, you understand what I'm saying? What was that club song by?
There is a real camaraderie, though.
Yes.
It took us
years of gratitude. Like, when I think about both of y'all, I think of gratitude. And it leads me into the next question, because y'all were both shadow. Y'all were like almost ninjas, because y'all both was in crews. Y'all both was in crews, and Scorpio yours was worse, Herawin, because you in the crew of your family crew, Shadow, and then you in the family crew, Shadow, 1,000 times over in a place where people don't just be letting people come over. You know what I'm saying? So
he ain't
it's
regular.
like,
He ain't nothing
right,
regular.
it's like yes, definitely not
Mhm.
regular ever, like under
Indeed.
no circumstance, right? So
Mhm.
both of y'all emerging from the shadow, when was it really time to say, okay, y'all know me in this regard? When did y'all say it's okay to emerge from the shadow so we can begin to really develop an appreciation and a gratitude for the fullness in that regard?
Well, I mean, Ella just spoke a bit to that. It was very organic. It's funny because I can't place exactly where, I kind of can. I was thinking about this the other day, Ella. So my homegirl, Key Turner, who is also on this new album,
My Gemini
Awakening
sister,
Giant.
thank you.
Yeah, my sister Key
Born on
Turner.
the same day,
Oh, I didn't even know that.
a
Look
couple
at
hours apart.
look at
It's
that. That's
her,
wild.
me, and Bernadette Price. Okay, I'm in good company. I'm
Yes,
in good
yes. And so
company.
Key, and shout out to Bernadette, this is my new sis. So Key and we've known each other since we were like 16. And we were in a group together called Gypsies, which was like this female woo. It's like a female woo thing years ago. Some sisters from the Bronx, some sisters from Virginia. And so Key and I got back through social media, reconnected, I guess, on Instagram, and realized we're both still out here doing this, doing what we do, because this is who we are. And she had being from Virginia, she had connections with Knots, and I guess had done some work with Knots. And she and I got into conversation about that. Anyway, that led to some conversations with me with Knots, because then I had reached out to Knots. She was like, yeah, definitely hit him up. He was working on some things. And I reached out to Knots, and Knots was like, yo, we're doing something out here in Virginia. Come through. And so I go to Virginia for this whole beat set situation that he does down there, and I see Elegy. I feel like for me, that's the first official placement. Not that I didn't know of Elegy, but at that point, that was what I can recall as our first real connect. And when that happened, we connected. It was like maybe it was the Scorpio synergy or something, but he felt already like fam. He felt like fam already just then. And I remember we took some flicks, we talked more, we stayed in communication. And from there, we just started kind of building a little bit here and there and here and there. And then as we talked more, it was like, damn, I like the way this man think. And I think he was like, I like the way this woman think. And then we also have so many people in common too, just because this is what we do, right? Like, and we just started establishing a relationship as friends and as people who respected the other person in the craft. And of course, I respect Ella. Like, listen, Ella. I think for a minute, Ella was like, okay, she cute, she think nice. Who is this woman? But who is really this woman? And as he, learned me more, he's like, oh nah, she's about this life. This is what she does. She's really about her craft. And through that respect, built a relationship as friends, just talking about hip hop. And then we started sharing beats back and forth, and we'd send joints. And I sent him Denial. I sent him the song Denial because, again, he's previewing shit. I want to hear what he thinks, feedback. And as soon as I sent it, at the time, it was myself and Pretty Bully on there. And Ella's also linked to Pretty Bully again. It's what we do. And he was like, I need to get on that track right now. Send that to me. And I sent him the instrumental. I kid you now. I don't know how. I should have timed the man, because I swear to you, he hits me back maybe less than an hour or something like that. But it wasn't even just written. He was like, yo, here. And I'm like, but I sent him the beat. I'm almost thinking, did I not send it properly? Why is he sending this back? He sent me the recorded version with his verse written on it. And I'm like, that's crazy. I mean, I'm talking about maybe an hour, possibly more, but written recorded. And he said, look, this is the sexiest, sad ass depression song on the planet. I need to be a part of this. But all jokes aside, he was like, this is important, what you're doing. Because in the hook, I'm like, I'm okay, I'm all right. But you say it so much that the person isn't okay. and it's about denying what you're really going through and how you're feeling. And he just killed the verse. And from there, it was like, all right, well, you got a show? Let's go. When we go, let's synchronize watches. And so now it's just fam, it's team. If you see him, more than likely you're gonna see me, or vice versa. Just because, you know, Voltron, we're on a mission, man. Pinky and the Brain taking over. We got work to do. Look at him. You see what I'm saying, right? Indeed. Indeed.
I mean, I'm glad I don't have to follow that. I think you're gonna have to follow that some kind of. I'm thankful, right? I'm like, yeah, I don't have to follow it.
We're just blessed. We're blessed to be of like-minded people. You know, I often think these days about the Harlem Renaissance and how folks was getting together and respected what each other did, and had a whole cohort of people that left a mark behind. And why should hip hop be any different?
Did y'all battle yet?
Oh no, that's not gonna happen.
Okay.
That's not gonna happen. Like it ain't a battle. That's never.
You said battle?
This is not the dynamic of me.
Oh.
It's not the same dynamic
of. The way the delay was like.
See, it heard you.
It's not the same dynamic of me and Prodigy and me and Sean Price. Well, not even me and Prodigy. Like we tried to get busy, but me and Price was a different monster. Me and Price was like, "What the fuck you said? You think you really think you're better than me? Like you better get the fuck out. I would destroy you. What are you talking about?"
Yeah.
Did you see how he came into the camera though? Did you see the closeness that he brought?
Yes.
Yes, I love it.
Yeah. So no, it's just I love for me. Right? If I'm telling you, yeah, everybody is going to get assaulted and slapped in the face, right? Y'all understand, she is a witty, and y'all don't get what I'm saying. She is a witty MC, right? She's rhyming from the brain. But when she relaxes and give y'all the other side, I don't think she's fully relaxed yet. You motherfuckers are in trouble.
Tell them.
That's it. And y'all need to understand, I don't like nobody.
Yes.
Did y'all hear me?
Yes.
I don't like nobody.
We know. We know.
Like there's people that I really feel like my crew of assassins. I have quite a few, and I will not name them because I don't want you to know who my assassins are. But definitely, no, I would definitely, the people that I feel are truly lyrical assassins that I would travel with and we get busy. I mean, there's many friends, but as far as it's me, Pretty Bully, Fever More Fire, Starving Bee, Herawin Ball Barrel with the Hero on the barrel ball barrel.
That's a drop.
And my boy Rim the Villain and Eddie Kane. Like those people make me want to punch other people in the face.
Yes.
No.
If I could pick a crew and we get shows and travel, that is my crew I'm taking. That is my star. Those are my knives, my assassins, my people getting shot in the street.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. You know, I punched somebody in the face because of your line. So it just happened. It's one of the greatest lines in hip hop. You understand what I'm saying? I don't care if it's the president. I cock my shit. Like, so a bunch of people got punched in the face, whether they spoke English or not. Let me tell you, they got trampled on. They got punched in the face. They got choke slammed. There was a lot of righteous violence associated with it. Like, I don't care if it's the president. I cock my shit. Like, yeah, that was it. So, yes.
I appreciate you for that, Ella. Absolutely. Yes.
The crazy part is I was really talking to my friends, and we've really been through some stand back to back and get it popping. Like if y'all knew how true that those bars are on Hold You Down.
We felt it. So it just synergized everybody. So you got to see who was for real and who was pretending right in the moment. It's like, oh, they don't have it. That's not it.
Yeah.
And I was overseas and I was home deprived because the South had took over and everybody was snapping and bouncing and open and everything was Atlanta. So
I
before
lost a
that,
record
everything
deal.
was No Limit. So from No Limit, Cash Money to what is it, 3 6 Mafia. So I'm like, oh, we don't have nothing. So when
I lost a deal
Burn
to the
came on, there had to
franchise
be something, right? Burn came on and hold you down. That was it. You better be off the dance floor or I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna help you. You might not like it, but it's help nonetheless. So that was a great opportunity. I was like, look, y'all got the dance floor and anything East Coast come on. I'm like, them shit anthem, move. Just get off don't get on the dance floor. Get off. Go.
Tell the story. Tell the story, Ella. Tell the story.
I lost a deal to the franchise boys. From the story I was told, it was between me and the franchise boys. I forgot what label it was. They was like, your boy is nice, but we're rolling with the white tees.
There's always a reason for everything. I'm a firm believer in that. It allowed you to really do what you do.
Let me bring in the host. I was just doing my Arsenio Hall dog pound, warm it up. He's here. This is my assassin. He makes me think violently. I don't have to physically be violent with people. He gives me violent thoughts.
Nice.
He gives me violent thoughts. Violent thought from my heavens mental. The Iron Soft of hip hop. My brother, your brother, Killah Priest is in the building.
Yeah. Hold on, let me slide up. Let me slide in. Yeah, LG in the building. Oh, peace.
What that?
What up,
let me tuck my chain in real quick. Brooklyn now.
Oh, PK. What up with you? What's good, Lord? Hey, what's popping? What's good with you? Queen.
Respect
Herawin.
to you, sir. Indeed.
No doubt, man. Just feeling good right now. What's the science? Man, oh man. So many years I've been hearing the stories. I was like, man, this is it. Yo, you better watch out. Brownsville in the building. Man, how you been, bro? I'm good, man. How you been? Hanging in there, man. Just run it up and down. I spoke to Jay Ronan. I just hit him up. Told him to tune in. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So yeah, man. Welcome to the Killah Priest Podcraft. Hold on, let me put this on and we can start up. This is a surprise now. Boy, you ain't tell me they was coming. It's extra hype right now. I'm hyped. Word. What you been working on? I've just been releasing singles. Actually, the whole project together is going to be called Psychedelic Contraband. Mm-hmm. And I just been the singles I've released so far is Asthma, Harder They Try, No More, Kiss Me in the Morning, Midnight Train to Brooklyn, Spoken Killers, and recently it was Culture Shock. Nice, yo. You always working, yo. Always put it down, can't stop. Queen Herawin, what you been going?
Sir.
Yeah, how you doing?
I am so excited to be here with all of you. And I just put out an album that's taken a minute to happen. So I'm Awaken the Sleeping Giant and this guy, or should I say this guy? Let me point the other way. This guy, Ella G, is on a song called Denial. We were just talking about that with Pretty Bully as well. Some heavy hitters on there, including this man, of course. So just really excited, man. It's gotten a lot of love so far. And shout out to Juggaknots. They're not in the building, but they always in the building through me. So, we just working, putting out good music, and just happy to be in these conversations,
That's dope, man. That's dope. Yo, female MCs, I love it. But where you from, Queen?
Originally the Bronx. I'm an ex-girl, but now I'm like Bob James, Westchester lady over here teaching these young children in upper woodsy areas, you know, who don't want to. I won't even get into that. We don't even get who I gotta look sideways like, what? What you just say? So the kid today tell me something. Why don't you do it like Miss So-and-so? I said, do I look like Miss So-and-so? She ain't here no more. I'm here now. So we're gonna do it like this. So, you know, writing lyrics, writing lesson plans, you know what it is. Just working, steady on the grind.
EX in the building. Yo.
Indeed.
All
So
right.
make sure you have Tommy Brown get down.
Exactly.
Is that
Exactly.
it was the rapping teacher. It was a commercial back in the days. Remember Wonderful? We got Will Blow Your Groove. It was a rapping teacher like back in the days. He used to be rapping with the suitcase and everything.
I don't remember that, but I'm about to bring a suitcase to work tomorrow. Just in case someone accidentally, I'll let them know I will leave here. I do other things. I will get on a plane and go do a tour with Ella G tomorrow. I do not have to put up with the nonsense. I may have to bring a suitcase just because.
Fire. Yeah, fire.
I got some samples over here. I hope y'all didn't think y'all was gonna come on here. We're not gonna get no samples. I got some samples. You know what I'm saying?
That's just
in my Mad Dog Forrest Whitaker verse. I got flowers. You know what I'm saying?
Priest, we gotta lyrically assassinate something, man. And I need you. I want it to be on another level. I need you to pick the beat because I like when it's I'm trying to punch people in the face. That's what I'm trying to.
Every time, no matter where we go.
I need people to speak about this. Like it's, you know what I'm saying? I need the people who's listening. I need their brain to explode when they listen to this.
And that collab would definitely do that.
Yes, we'll do that definitely. That's in the work. So look, you just tell me when. I'm on green light all day.
Yeah, whatever. I mean,
you want me to pick the beat? I'll pick the beat. I'll send it to
pick the beat. I'm telling you, I need that. I don't care if you go heavy mental, which right. I'm a big fan of that. Where heavy mental, but I need you. Whatever. I don't care. Something just gotta go.
When a beat
something has to go. Something has to go. It gotta go.
Dark and beautiful.
You gotta go. I don't know. Like maybe we gotta follow each other on Instagram or whatever, so we can exchange numbers. I know we live right now. We can't put our shit out there like that, but
y'all should make it happen though, because I could hear that.
Yeah.
Killah Priest, them joints be just dark and wonderful. You know what I mean? Like,
I want to sound like I lost every. I want the beat to sound like I lost every friend of my life, and I lost one sock on my foot, and you know what I'm saying. All I got is depression. You know what I'm saying? And just lyrical content, and just like I'm walking, holding a puppy. Just the head of the puppy, like the shit don't even have a body, blood on my hands, everything. I need that. I need that.
I need that right there.
I need that right there. I'm thinking this shit right here, my nigga. Right here. I need that.
That's it.
Indeed.
We're gonna make it happen, Lord. We're gonna make it happen. Definitely gonna make it happen. That's gonna be crazy. Oh, South Brooklyn. Come on. Ella G, Killah G. You put something
in the building.
Yeah, that's it. Man, shout out to you, Ben Frank, to all the moderators coming in. What's good with y'all? We are chilling. This is Wind Down Wednesdays. We just relax and, just kick it, have a good time, reminisce, and just go over lyrics and raps, whatever. And we see, touch on anything. Knowledge Born. You got anything you want to say?
I'm about to show y'all something real quick. I'm gonna show y'all why I gave them so much praise when they came in.
ESTHosted.net. Get the music.
Really hard to breathe. It's really hard to breathe. I got so much anxiety about this life, the street life. All I know, I gotta Illa G. Yo. So simple for the living, but most are not living, they just moving for attention, just not to mention every hood is tension. Everybody want that hood boss position, like women dancing like they little, while more liquor being bought up out of liquor stores. What we celebrating for? Need to learn the law. Whoever in my way is getting fed the force. So I open my lungs up. I'm stomping through the city in my Timberland constructs. Rolling around tired of you that's pumped up. I hope you really get your money and guns up. I fear I'm gonna lose it if I'm disrespected. I'm chin checking, are we playing with the weapon? Tell me. I feel the pressure of this life struggles, but I refuse to let it put me in the bubble. Illa. Cherish every last breath. For those who not knowing they are that blessed. High anxiety, smoking when I'm not stressed. Too many thoughts, all of this I gotta compress. Cherish every last breath. For those who not knowing they are that blessed. High anxiety, smoking when I'm not stressed. Too many thoughts, all of this I gotta compress. I put in pain with them llamas, but pain is a pain till it loses mama. Yo, listen. Yeah, I'm ready for them commas. Grind a little harder, black out a little darker. Listen, what you choose to fight, or you could be the victim, or be a young thug inside the prison system. So, without a doubt, I got respect for all you younger. But try to play me and I'm checking on you younger. I'm fighting all mistakes I've made. Many nights I sit and wonder how I'm not in the grave. I gotta. It seems like sucker the wave. This is why I speak in silence in this era today. I gotta. Falling back with the edge of caution and portions. I think of violence very often, yo. Every second in the brain struggles, but I refuse to let it keep me in the bubble. Illa. Cherish every last breath. For those who not knowing they are that blessed. High anxiety, smoking when I'm not stressed. Too many thoughts, all of this I gotta compress. Cherish every last breath. For those who not knowing they are that blessed. High anxiety, smoking when I'm not stressed. Too many thoughts, all of this I gotta compress. Cherish every last breath. For those who not knowing they are that blessed. High anxiety, smoking when I'm not stressed. Too many thoughts, all of this I gotta compress.
Damn, I sound sexy as hell in the beginning. What the hell going on?
Heroin is getting stronger.
The antithesis of slipping shit. Even if I'm losing grip, I'm recalibrating with the pivot quick. On some NFL, defying Achilles' heel, raising hell, lyrical Jezebel. It ain't hard to tell like Nasir. When the mind's clear, I'm manifesting. Even when karma testing, I'm still investing. Blessed like dressed in cloak and dagger. Programmed to spaz with the pad, causing folks to throw their hands up. Ready to shine, front of the line like security, opening bags up. Opportunity, not letting it pass up. Like with them past ones, thinking vast, explosive like gas, son. Messing with me, you'll have you gas, son. I'm that ad one, the bad one. Your ego, I'm holding for ransom. Probably to the birth of your grandson's grandson. And man, I like him handsome. I'm manifesting him too. Style, wow, steady on improve. These are the words that I manifest. And when I splurge, I'll be at my best. Or some new shit with my crew shit. Never hesitating with the greatness. That's how we do it. These are the words that I manifest. And when I splurge, I'll be at my best. Or some new shit with my crew shit. Never hesitating with the greatness. That's how we do it.
I rearrange molecules with my brain waves. And Ben stayed paid since the gold chain days. I'm Dr. Strange with eyes closed in a trance. Manipulate life like the ocean moves sands. So here is an example. Imagine if you can. I'm walking in the school of super nerdy rap fan. I'm studying Ghost and Method Man in the clan. My eyes start glowing cause my pineal gland can feel the mic in the hand, can feel the roar of the fans, can feel the tour in the van, can feel like 400 grand. But understand, I ain't sold one album yet, we've been in the booth. But I know inside my heart that this is the truth. Fuck getting 9 to 5s trying to fit in some suits. I'm trying to spit a million rhymes in some Timberland boots and assemble the troops. I'm talking menacing groups who manifested and invested in the getting this loot.
These are are the words that I manifest. And when I splurge, I'll be at my best. Or some new shit, with my true shit. Never hesitating with the greatness, that's how we do it. These are the words that I manifest. And when I splurge, I'll be at my best. Or some new shit, with my true shit. Never hesitating with the greatness, that's how we do it.
My destiny is manifested. Started wrong but left right. Ambidextrous, the plan impressive. Demanded cause I'm not aggressive. Used to be homeless, why you say I can't address it? Talk to the Lord and I had a checklist. The actions blended with my words and you can't suppress it. At first I was apprehensive from the bad depression. Luckily from that rejection I had successes. Mood boards and cue cards, dry erase markers and futons. Placing what I see on my room walls. Breakfast during lunch, coupons for the juice bars. Healthy food, give me a smooth charge. Online course, no schoolyard. Racking up better than pool halls. And back it up better than cool broads and blue thongs. New songs, bring me a soup car. Big crib with a few flaws. This what I do, dog.
These are the words that I manifest. And when I splurge, I'll be at my best. Or some new shit, with my true shit. Never hesitating with the greatness, that's how we do it. These are the words that I manifest. And when I splurge, I'll be at my best. Or some new shit, with my true shit. Never hesitating with the greatness, that's how we do it. We do it, we do it, we do it, we do it.
That shit made me want to flip the Connex over. He threw the damn cone. I would have threw the Connex. Like, man, get this Connex the fuck out of here. You understand?
It's a shame. It's a shame that the traffic cone had to be abused in the video, man. I should have put a warning. No traffic cones was hurt during this video.
Both joints was incredible, yo. Both joints was incredible.
Man.
I know you was just cutting off heads and kicking them down on the street like that. Hey, LG, you know what you do. You know what you do, man. That shit just had me in the zone. Word, I need to get a hold of that. Word, that shit was beautiful. That's a hip hop. That's it.
Indeed.
That right there. I see nothing but fire in the chat room because you got seasoned vets on the mic. Anytime you got seasoned vets on the mic, there's gonna be a bunch of flames up. Word, that's crazy. Yeah. Man, Lil Da Vinci in the building. Shout out to him. Yeah. So where you at now? Ella, you still
I'm still in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Yeah, still in Brooklyn, man.
I'm coming out there soon. I'll be back.
Yeah. Still out here, man. You know, I got some ideas. I'm already, you know what I'm saying, idea for another project. I'm gonna see if I could get this thing done with Vinny Idol.
That's the brother too. Known Vinny for years with my brother Kev. So
yeah, Vinny Idol. Yeah, Vinny Idol gave me a beat when I first came home from jail. It was called Morning Rain. Right. I put it up, and he was like, you know, I was like, you remember that? He was like, yeah. And that was just like that was a tough joint. Like I remember, you know, I was super happy to get that. I was like, oh, this nigga do beats for the locks. He got that puncher in the face shit. I need that. But it was so smooth. Morning Rain is so smooth. Like, you know, yeah.
You got that style that flow, you got this pattern just that walking through like blah blah blah. Like it's just like spontaneous, incredible, just gun off. I love that, yo. Wow.
I try to keep like when I'm making a song, I'm trying to keep a rhythm. But for years, I did not rhyme how I really wanted to rhyme. The way I rhyme on Harder They Try, that's how I really, that's like, it feels good to rhyme that way. That's how I really want to rhyme. Like it's almost, I tell you what I've done, right? When I was locked up, I started paying attention to alternative rock, right? So I'm listening to it and I'm like, they don't, you know, hip hop, we straight attack. Your mother pushed the car over, explode, boom. But with alternative rock, you know, all right, how we say like, you know, I'll punch you in the face, and alternative rock will be like, they'll be like, you know, swinging fingers to the talking of your jaw. Like you'd be like, whoa, you know, when you break it down, it's like, oh, this nigga said he punch you in the face. So I said, let me do that with my rhymes. Let me start just almost like a real. If you understand the mismatch of words and how I'm saying it, it's so. Yeah, it's that way. You know what I'm saying? It's not just straight up in your face. Like I said, meditation on a poison mattress, medication in the form of glasses, segregation from these other rappers. New chapters. I'm speaking in computer graphics, undisputed and computed by computer hackers. I love that shit, man.
That's word acrobat. That's acrobatics. That's acrobatics right there.
Acrobatics for sure. The wordplay.
Yeah. Like, just think about the medication. You know what I'm saying? Why would you meditate on a poison mattress? And then medication in the form of glasses. You know, so that's my version of saying, like, yo, right there. Once you see the truth, once you see the truth, you can't take those glasses off. So meditation on a poison mattress, medication in the form of glasses, segregation from these other rappers. I'm not talking how these other niggas talk. Right. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to reach. I'm not saying this because but I like that heavy mental shit. Like, this is, nigga, you gotta think. I can't give this to you for free. Right. That's how I feel. You gotta earn to be in the realm of, you know what I'm saying, thoughtful MCs. Like, this is, you know what I'm saying? It's like poetic. It is double entendre. It has a meaning. Like, it's everything all in that. So it's just like, that's where I'm at with it. If you don't understand it, I don't care. Read a book.
I'm the biggest fan of word acrobats, and that's what that was. Queen, I'll take my hat off to you. I didn't play it sharp, but like, oh my God, where's the aggression coming from? I love that. What made you mad?
The world made me mad, damn it. You said, who made you mad? Where'd the aggression come from? You know what? It's just a root of coming from, and we were talking about this, coming from a foundation of the culture of what we do, what we all do, who we all are, like coming from a space of lyricism, the Cool G raps. We were talking about that before, like these origin stories, you know, the Rakims, you know, yourself, you know, and so it's just like grew up that way. My brothers being blessed to be in a house. My brother Kev started rhyming. He was the first one breaking out the crib early. I'm the youngest. So him being in them X streets, coming home, DJing, rhyming, and my brother Breeze, hip hop was outside the crib, Slick Rick, like literally blocks from us, but inside the crib was hip hop. That's just what it was. And I remember rhyming and practicing, being the youngest, seeing my brothers do that. And it was boot camp. It was straight boot camp click. They'd be like, oh, word? Okay, cool. So now I need you to rhyme to that with the BPM, like the BPM at 90, 100. And I'm like, damn, for real? Yeah, let's go. And I need you to rhyme with somebody rhyming on the track. Just because you hear someone rhyming, that shouldn't distract you. It was straight. We talk about like different kung fu stuff. It was drunken monk up in the crib. Like, you're going to learn how to do this in a very disciplined fashion. All jokes aside, if you're serious about this, right. There was no, oh, that's cute, you rhyme. My brothers, I was rhyming for years before they were like, you can't get on the track yet. You're not ready. You're not ready. And so it was discipline.
Mm-hmm. That's it. That's what it is. Man, it coming from a foundation, man. I love it. I love it.
Yes, sir.
That's crazy. We gotta hear some more. There's some more stuff. Shout out to David J. Blazer in the building. Ceaseless One, check you out. Ben Frank, you already know what time it is, man. Welcome to the Killah Priest Podcraft. Y'all knew we just here going down. It's going down.
It's about to get hot.
Yeah, it's about to get hot. It just started. Just started, man.
Billy G, this next track I'm about to play, I listened to it all day today. I listened to it all day. So I can have an understanding of a sample of how lyrically sadistic you are.
Facts.
So I listened to the song, and then I watched the video. Like I watched the video without the words. I'm watching the video like because there's one artist where I can't watch his video and listen to his lyrics at the same time. Zodiac. I have to pick a struggle. Got to pick a struggle. I can't listen to the beat because I'm gonna get lost in the beat. I can't listen to the lyrics. I'm gonna get lost in the lyrics. Then if I look at the visual that he created, then I'm like, what am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to talk after this? No. So I'm like, okay, let me get into this cinematic Robert Englund, John Carpenter hip hop zone that he put me in. Like, oh, word? He could have did this like this. No, he said, fuck all that. I'm going to do this. And you won't listen to it. So, yeah, I was like, illicit. And then I'm a tease Priest in a second with this throwback with Herawin. So he know how related y'all are. Because y'all acting like y'all ain't related. You know y'all related, but he don't know that y'all related. But I'm about to relate y'all later.
Yeah.
So tell somebody we live on the wind down. It's about to get real hot.
All right, the Rugged Man's
IllaG.net. Get the music.
Yeah, well, I'm pretty sure there's other bitches out here you could chase. It's not me. Do me a favor. Lose my number, my address. Nigga, lose me.
Yeah. Illa. My tears made of cyanide and bullet shells. Shots cried in the waters of hell. I'm still alive like a secret. I vandalized the wisely defeated. I'm spoken as a digital crime inside Egypt. I feed off a high allegiance, multiply without a sequence. By conquering the region's phoenix. Every bar I can see between it. Every star I can see the demons. A different meaning of a different being. Just the focus of a blink in what you think you're seeing. Adapt to murder like the Europeans. Got the eyes of a knuckle. My stare swing the fists of the struggle. You moving like a replicated muscle. A triple threat serial killer that's doing doubles. I rise like a carbonated bubble. Surprise, nigga. Still defiant, still crushing Mount Zion to a dandelion. Creating blood from a bowl of iron. And still silence when you hear the siren. Sayonara to the non-compliance. I'm feeding off the lions. Creating numbers for exact science. Exact triumph. A titan that'll smack a giant. Illa, hold your breath when you swim with the sharks. Watch your steps if you live in the dark. I know you better listen. Spoken killers that aim for the heart. This is pain inside a painting of art. I got a killer's vision. Hold your breath when you swim with the sharks. Watch your steps if you live in the dark. I know you better listen. Spoken killers that aim for the heart. This is pain inside a painting of art. I got a killer's vision. I'm entitled to a cosmic sentence, and it's vital that I get percentage, or I'll stab your image. See, my thought process is vintage. I have a dominating incentive. My aura is a street intensive. Being over tough is really hypersensitive stuff. This is how you get the locals of your lineage touch. Gotta drive like a school bus truck. I paint a picture like an airbrush. Love it when I'm laying in lust. Cars dealt ain't a royal flush. Most is loyal to the strength of foil, while snakes coil to a cobra clutch. Drowning in the ocean silence. Too many years inside the baths of violence. Definition defiance. To live is to die and bury all of your lies. At that moment you become wise. Realize that the truth is never occupied. It's demonized till your vision is cross-eyed. And low with the tide, used to vibe in the thuggish party. I'm analytical to anarchy and higher level of authority. If you seek, you will find who's your real people. Feed the body, never feed the ego. Illa, hold your breath when you swim with the sharks. Watch your steps if you live in the dark. I know you better listen. Spoken killers that aim for the heart. This is pain inside a painting of art. I got a killer's vision. Hold your breath when you swim with the sharks. Watch your steps if you live in the dark. I know you better listen. Spoken killers that aim for the heart. This is pain inside a painting of art. I got a killer's vision.
Yo, where the fuck is Herawin? It's 2 o'clock. We supposed to be dumping this body by 4. Where the fuck she at?
Girl, she probably got caught up in traffic. You know how crazy this city is.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Yo, I cannot believe I'm doing this shit.
What did you ever see in him anyway?
I don't know. I guess I was going through something.
He must have been. I mean, you know we got your back, but don't do this shit no more.
Yeah, I'm done. No more fuck boys.
Okay? You know what I mean?
Yo, shut the fuck up! She hurry. I want to get rid of this nigga.
You should have killed his ass already, but you know.
Can't leave all that DNA back there, yo.
Man, you watch too much First 48. Your ass.
Yo, man. I'ma just wait till Herawin texts us. I'm out.
Shut up! Yeah, let's do this. Let's be out.
Yo, enter the terror dome. Fuck with some shit you ain't never known. Titties that's homegrown, spitting a low tone. Flip you into layers, ozone. Oh no, don't let me zone. Cause if I go it's straight 11. Watch things get strange, like severing brains. 11-7 numerical way, our American way. Real ill, some Kill Bill. Skill run parallel to visual throw. Aesthetics, man, probably resemble an Evelyn King. Thinking Herawin must sing till I open the Mustang and start leveling dudes' dames on dirt terrain. As if in an old western I went bang. So watch your justice then, or justice who ain't funny but pester. The queen of media to the lessers lurking in my lane. Stay twerking on your page. Serve this a late, fake competitors. My verse is venomous. Leave you shitting on yourself, enemies.
That's the sound of your karma coming. She's a bitch, can't run from her. Deadly with the rhymes when we penning them. We still ill, Kill Bill, finish him. That's your karma coming on the way. Cause karma is a bitch and you gotta pay. Deadly with the rhymes when we penning them. We still ill, Kill Bill, finish him.
My pen squirt the blood of circle jerks that thought I was dead and buried, covered with cemetery dirt. Villains heard Amber Alert, they and a child missing. Can't put a finger on it, it's been a wild mission. It's been a while, listen. Madness to the method man, channeling spirits while I focus on this master plan. Hot damn hole, here we go again. Stop sleeping on the goddesses, patience is wearing thin. Yeah, let's get one thing clear. I follow intuition, y'all driven by fear. Sheer, panic in the disco. Aura and my wrist glow. Wavy as the bay out in Frisco. Essential, mind, body, spirit, and the fiscal. The 2-piece and biscuit, show 'em what the fists do. Breath, blow the whistle. Spices and herbs, we sauteing these birds with the power of words. Stop.
You should be walking around like this. These people will kill you.
That's the sound of your karma coming. She's a bitch, can't run from her. Deadly with the rhymes when we penning them. We still ill, Kill Bill, finish him. That's your karma coming on the way. Cause karma is a bitch and you gotta pay. Deadly with the rhymes when we penning them. We still ill, Kill Bill.
It disgusts me how you hoes hate. Flow is great, my name hold weight. Vengeance is the dish and I'm serving you on a cold plate. More than beef, nigga, nah, we got a whole steak. Keep trolling, I'll be while your soulmate come home late. It's no debate, I spit harder than amethyst. Catching bodies on the mic, invoice me for the damages. Amateurs, keep thinking shit sweet like marmalade. My skills slice you like the Kill Bill katana blade. The Grand Water Trine Coalition, talking that whoop-de-woo, I will Lucy Lou, you leave your dome missing. Cause it's a ritual, body by this bitch's brew. Nobody know you though, so nobody be missing you. Heroin and Star said, listen, Ty, you wrong for this. Thought they was the shit until I pissed all on their confidence. Nowhere to be found now, you missing an anonymous. Kill Bill, bury that nigga, mission accomplished.
You don't know yet how long it takes to die of pain.
That's the sound of your karma coming. She's a bitch, can't run from her. Deadly with the rhymes when we penning them. We still ill, Kill Bill, finish him. That's your karma coming on the way. Cause karma is a bitch and you gotta pay. Deadly with the rhymes when we penning them. We still ill, Kill Bill, finish him.
the fuck? That's your boy. Wow.
It's over. Run that shit back, yo. Run that shit back. Run that shit. Yo, run that back. It's not right. Yo, come on. Yo, run that back, yo. Run that back. Because we can't do that. They got top. Oh my God. Yo,
he thought he like Queen Herawin. So yeah, you know, yeah. Oh, you grew up in the house. Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm like, huh?
Yeah,
all right, let me get them acclimated. Like, oh,
hold on. LG, you styling images. Yo, that's it. You gotta run it back. I'm ready for that one. Yo, it's crazy.
I'm gonna run it back real quick. What I wanted to say to LG was thank you.
Stabbing images, iron in the bowl.
Thank you.
Yo,
Thank you.
That's why I need one more.
For showing horrorcore in a way that we ain't been seeing. We seen other folks do it. You know, we seen other folks do it cinematically, but not with that sort of lens.
Yeah.
I got like a whole analysis of that, but I'm gonna leave it because Priest said you want to run this.
All right, the female in the video represents hip hop, and basically how they tell us for people our age we should.
Already there. I was already there. I was like, yeah, thank you.
So once she tells me, you know, to lose her number, you know, people that don't know about it, you know, music is music. It shouldn't have an age to it. So now I'm gonna stalk you.
Right.
And I'm gonna catch your ass. And when I do catch you, you're gonna get bodied. That is the metaphor to spoken killers.
I loved it. I was like, you need to pay you to use it on a new season. You know what I'm saying? Like it tapped into the inner you, like the whole point. I'm like, he's talking the gold, he's talking hip hop. That's what my mind went automatically. On the surface, it looked like one thing, but it's like I'm like, man, this is it. So thank you.
Plus, I wanted to, you know, I wanted to do my, you know, a horror film anyway. So I was like, you know, let me get this horror film thing going on. That was my little 3-minute horror film that I would, you know. But I also, that Kill Bill is my introduction to Hanna-Barbera. Because I always thought it was hilarious that they had to kick a door open in a junkyard. Like, where is the door connected to? Like, how gangster is that they have you kicking open a door that's connected to nothing?
I almost forgot about that. Thank you so much, Knowledge Board. Do you know how many conversations we've had about this? Now we're back here again. Just when I thought I was done with this PTSD, this dude told why are you kicking down a door that's not connected to anything? That was at least the first 2 to 3 minutes of every call for the first 15 calls. But why are you leave messages? But why are you kicking down a door that has no connection to the building? Don't worry about it, LG. I'm kicking down doors, man.
It's unforgettable. It's there for forever. Like it's forever etched in your mind. Like, all right.
Indeed. And the crazy thing is where we were for the location, not only were there random doors, but there was that little doll with the Wu-Tang joint on. How perfect was that? Who was always in the building, baby? How did that happen? Magic. Right. That was actually the star of the show. Really. You asked me. That was the star.
That's crazy. Yo, y'all run that back, man. That was, blood mixed in the bowl of iron, stabbing images,
Like that's what I just try to get, like, it's crazy. Like the tears made of cyanide and bullet shells, shots cried in the waters of hell. That's just saying, like, if you make me cry, somebody has to go. So it's just not, you know what I'm saying? A tear of pain, a street life. You know what I'm saying? I've cried a lot from friends getting murdered and all that other shit. And, the thing of return is like you have to return fire after that. So that's why I say shots cried in the waters of hell. I'm still alive like a secret. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
I vandalized the wisely defeated.
Run it back.
Spoken as a digital crime inside Egypt.
Spoken like a digital crime.
Crime inside Egypt. Wow. Niggas don't even think like that. Yeah, that's lyric. Yo, Cat's not even thinking on that level, yo. But I gotta say, it's already rugged, man. He might come through.
Yeah.
What up,
there you go.
Yo, I actually have that. Illogy.net. Get the music.
Yeah, well, I'm pretty sure there's other bitches out here you could chase. It's not me. Do me a favor, lose my number, my address, nigga, lose me.
Yeah. Illa. My tears made of cyanide and bullet shells. Shots cried in the waters of hell. I'm still alive like a secret. I vandalized the wisely defeated. I'm spoken as a digital crime inside Egypt. I feed off a high allegiance, multiply without a sequence. By conquering the region's phoenix. Every bar I can see between it. Every star I can see the demons. A different meaning of a different being. Just the focus of a blink in what you think you're seeing. Adapt to murder like the Europeans. Got the eyes of a knuckle. My stare swing the fists of the struggle. You moving like a replicated muscle. A triple threat serial killer that's doing doubles. I rise like a carbonated bubble. Surprise, nigga. Still defiant, still crushing Mount Zion to a dandelion. Creating blood from a bowl of iron. And still silence when you hear the siren. Sayonara to the non-compliance. I'm feeding off the lions. Creating numbers for exact science. Exact triumph. A titan that'll smack a giant. Illa, hold your breath when you swim with the sharks. Watch your steps if you live in the dark. I know you better listen. Spoken killers that aim for the heart. This is pain inside a painting of art. I got a killer's vision. Hold your breath when you swim with the sharks. Watch your steps if you live in the dark. I know you better listen. Spoken killers that aim for the heart. This is pain inside a painting of art. I got a killer's vision. I'm entitled to a cosmic sentence, and it's vital that I get percentage, or I'll stab your image. See, my thought process is vintage. I have a dominant incentive. My aura is a street intensive. Being over tough is really hypersensitive stuff. This is how you get the locals of your lineage touch. Gotta drive like a school bus truck. I paint a picture like an airbrush. Love it when I'm laying in lust. Cards dealt ain't a royal flush. Most is loyal to the strength of foil, while snakes coil to a cobra clutch. Drowning in the ocean silence. Too many years inside the baths of violence. Definition defiance. To live is to die and bury all of your lies. At that moment you become wise. Realize that the truth is never occupied. It's demonized till your vision is cross-eyed. And low with the tide, used to vibe in the thuggish party. I'm analytical to anarchy and higher level of authority. If you seek, you will find who's your real people. Feed the body, never feed the ego. Illa, hold your breath when you swim with the sharks. Watch your steps if you live in the dark. I know you better listen. Spoken killers that aim for the heart. This is pain inside a painting of art. I got a killer's vision. Hold your breath when you swim with the sharks. Watch your steps if you live in the dark. I know you better listen. Spoken killers that aim for the heart. This is pain inside a painting of art. I got a killer's vision.
Yo, where the fuck is Herawin? It's 2 o'clock. We supposed to be dumping this body by 4. Where the fuck she at?
Girl, she probably got caught up in traffic. You know how crazy this city is.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Yo, I cannot believe I'm doing this shit.
What did you ever see in him anyway?
I don't know. I guess I was going through something.
Must have been. I mean, you know we got your back, but don't do this shit no more.
Yeah, I'm done. No more fuck boys.
Okay? You know what I mean?
Yo, shut the fuck up! She hurry, I want to get rid of this nigga.
You should have killed his ass already, but you know.
Can't leave all that DNA back there, yo.
Man, you watch too much First 48. Yes. Yo, man, I'm gonna just wait till Herawin texts us. I'm out. Shut up! Yeah, let's do this. Let's be out.
Yo, enter the terror dome. Fuck with some shit you ain't never known. Titties that's homegrown, spitting a low tone. Flip you into layers, ozone. Oh no, don't let me zone. Cause if I go it's straight 11. Watch things get strange, like severing brains. 11-7 numerical way, or American way. Real ill, some Kill Bill. Skill run parallel to visual throw. Aesthetics, man, probably resemble a Neverland king. Thinking Herawin must sing till I open the Mustang and start leveling dudes' dames on dirt terrain. As if in an old western I went bang. So watch your justice then, or justice who ain't funny but pester. The queen of media to the lessers lurking in my lane. Stay twerking on your page. Serve to delay, fake competitors. My verse is venomous. Leave you shitting on yourself, enemies.
That's the sound of your karma coming. She's a bitch, can't run from her. Deadly with the rhymes when we penning them. We still ill, Kill Bill, finish him. That's your karma coming on the way. Cause karma is a bitch and you gotta pay. Deadly with the rhymes when we penning them. We still ill, Kill Bill, finish him.
My pen squirt the blood of circle jerks that thought I was dead and buried, covered with cemetery dirt. Villains heard Amber Alert, they and a child missing. Can't put a finger on it, it's been a wild mission. It's been a while, listen. Madness to the method man, channeling spirits while I focus on this master plan. Hot damn hole, here we go again. Stop sleeping on the goddesses, patience is wearing thin. Yeah, let's get one thing clear. I follow intuition, y'all driven by fear. Sheer, panic in the disco, aura and my wrist glow. Wavy as the bay out in Frisco, essential. Mind, body, spirit, and the fiscal. The two-piece and biscuit, show 'em what the fists do. Ref, blow the whistle. Spices and herbs, we sauteing these birds with the power of words. Stop.
You should be walking around like this. These people will kill you.
That's the sound of your karma coming. She's a bitch, can't run from her. Deadly with the rhymes when we penning them. We still ill, Kill Bill, finish him. That's your karma coming on the way. Cause karma is a bitch and you gotta pay. Deadly with the rhymes when we penning them. We still ill, Kill Bill.
It disgusting how you hoes hate. Flow is great, my name hold weight. Vengeance is the dish and I'm serving you on a cold plate. More than beef, nigga, nah, we got a whole steak. Keep trolling, I'll be while your soulmate come home late. It's no debate, I spit harder than amethyst. Catching bodies on the mic, invoice me for the damages. Amateurs, keep thinking shit sweet like marmalade. My skills slice you like a Kill Bill katana blade. The Grand Water Trine Coalition, talking that whoop-de-woo, I will Lucy Lou, you leave your dome missing. Cause it's a ritual, body by this bitch's brew. Nobody know you though, so nobody be missing you. Herawin and Star said, listen, Ty, you wrong for this. Thought they was the shit until I pissed all on their confidence. Nowhere to be found now, you missing an anonymous. Kill Bill, bury that nigga, mission accomplished.
You don't know yet how long it takes to die of pain.
That's the sound of your karma coming. She's a bitch, can't run from her. Deadly with the rhymes when we penning them. We still ill, Kill Bill, finish him. That's your karma coming on the way. Cause karma is a bitch and you gotta pay. Deadly with the rhymes when we penning them. We still ill, Kill Bill, finish him.
What the fuck? It's your boy. Wow.
I guess I gave you 50 more years of people asking you about kicking the door.
Yeah, we're replaying this one. That's gonna come back.
Yeah. Is that Da Vinci Code in the background? Check him out.
What it do? Peace to everybody. What it do? Peace.
Peace.
Yo, crazy, yo.
You was coming out the Mustang. You know, listen, that was hard.
I was like, how is he stalking in the night, all black on, and he hopped out the Mustang under the lights? I said, yeah, I got to think a little deeper than this.
Yeah. Hard. That was hard.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, that was fire. I need to run that back, man. That's real. Thank you for that. Thank y'all for that. That's real. Right there. Thank you for that. Ella G, you already know you I knew you was crazy, man. Psychotic. Like double blade. Yo, come on, man. That was crazy. Yeah, we definitely got someone going. Hey, everybody, this is Lil Da Vinci. Well, appreciate y'all. He a spitter too. Crazy lyrical. Crazy lyrical. You from Queens, right? Jersey? Okay.
Jersey
all
all
right.
day, man.
I was saying, yeah, that's crazy. Yep. So we getting live right now. Yo, what else?
I just want to make sure that y'all was acquainted. You know what I'm saying? Because Preachy was talking like y'all wasn't acquainted. I had to make sure y'all know each other.
But I saw Ty Phoenix on there. I always the whole connection came together.
Yeah, Ty and Star. Those are my sisters for sure, man. Been doing this a very long time. You know, that's why this is important. Having these platforms, conversations, just to connect and build. We're all in our pockets, but it's important to come together and have these conversations because it really is 6 degrees of separation, honestly.
Right. That's real. That's real. Word. That's
Ella, is there a new season of
How far you from Co-op?
So I grew up in Co-op area, like Baychester, Edenwald, basically West Indianville, all Jamaican West Indians, Trinidad. I'm Trinidadian and Jamaican, so straight road. You got Rice and Peas, Curry Boat, and all of them ting. So yeah, straight White Plains Road, Gun Hill Road, all of that. That's basically the area I grew up in. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's lit. Yeah, that's it.
Indeed.
What up, Dallas boy? So what you got for us?
Ella, is there a new season of New York Minute? You want to tell the fam about New York Minute?
I'm working on it, man. I'm working on it. You know, it's difficult when you don't have like control of the things, you know what I'm saying? Every place we shoot at, you know what I'm saying? We ask some friends and businesses to help us out, you know, because we shoot in the area. You know, a spot that we were shooting earlier this year, they just, that place closed down. But thanks to the goodness of Hera Barbera with the Hera, I found a place downtown Brooklyn. It's a bar. They're gonna Beer Wine? I think Beer Wine is gonna let me film.
Beer Wax.
Beer Wax. My bad.
No, it's all good. Yeah, shout out.
Yeah, we're gonna they're gonna let us film in there. So I'm gonna start back up soon as the weather breaks. Got to save up a little bread because, you know, certain cribs that I want to use, you know, doesn't look like it's lived in. You know, I need to, you know, people to look like it natural. Then, you know, make it look like someone lived in the house, not just a crackhead house or something like that.
Oh, that's crazy. So what is it, like some type of the whole thing you forming?
It's a web series. It's a web series I shot. We got 2 seasons. New York Minute is about change and how hard it is to change in a hostile urban environment. There's 5 characters. Deuce, who was actually a piece of shit. Deuce is loosely based off me. You know, when I first came home from jail, friends wanted me to go back in the street. And I was like, nah, change. You know, I learned a lot. Learned how, you know, how the streets is a trap for us. So Deuce is basically off that, and a homeboy of mine, bless his soul. And Deuce is trying to change, but you know, he's changed his life, but he was such a piece of shit before he went in, nobody believes he's changed. So he's trying to get his friends to understand, like, yo, we shouldn't be doing this no more. Like, we need to change our lifestyle because, you know, we're hurting our own Black people with the stuff we're doing. And I know it's a struggle and it's a setup for how it is, but we need to figure out a better way. They're both from like right across the building from each other. but they have different things. The character Trav has a family secret that he has, something he was a part of. That's a family secret, and that can't be revealed like that. Simone is looking for love, but she doesn't know how to do it because the person she truly loves is a street dude, and she don't know whether to pick, someone with a future in, the life, or, the person that treated her the best was someone from the street. So she's confused in that aspect. You have Moss, who's been told he's adopted this whole time, and he's trying to connect with his family. And that's a big issue because his older stepbrother was running guns, and they chose him rather than a natural brother, so there's a big problem with that. And you got Frizz, which is played by Rem the villain. Rem wants to be a millionaire, but has no clue how to do it. He's greedy. So once he gets anything, once he sees any type of cash situation, he goes for it without thinking about it. And that drags him in a lot of problems, in the crew. So those are the five characters in the show. And, like I said, it's about change. And, how hard, like I understood how hard it is to change in a hostile urban environment. I was close, very close. I tried a few times to go back to it, but amazingly, whoever or whatever's watching me guided me away from it. And, and I'm happy for that.
Nah, we need you, Allergy. That was love. We need you here, bro. All right, that's great. That was love right there. And that came from a real, that I know it sound like, but I know it came from a real place. And that's that you can't even mess with that. Wow. What's this right here?
That is the pilot, like it's a advertisement of the show. That's what what I'm saying.
Everything I learned in prison helped me become free mentally. I figured I'll do the same thing when I get home. Life is about change. I actually thought leaving the streets and changing my life would be easy, but as you all know, that's not true.
That look fire. Yeah, that look crazy. Now you got me wanting to.
They about to leave now. They're like, yeah, we'll be back, man. We're about to go watch the New York Minute. We'll be back in a minute.
We'll be back in a minute.
We'll be back in a minute.
You just got to say, man, you got to love the creativity with this guy. There's so much creativity spilling out of Elegy, and thank goodness for that, right? It's like sometimes we can get caught in a mentality where we think it's just one layer or one dimension of what we're supposed to be doing, right? Or what where people are accustomed to seeing us in one way or one voice. And sometimes we have to step out of that and be courageous enough to go into other callings, creative callings that are coming. And so it's so dope that it's like, let me do the film joint. Let me do this. Let me do the directing. So even if people know you in this space of MC, there's so many other things that we're all capable of. And sometimes fear will hold us back, or limitation, and thinking, well, we only do this, or people know us for only that. So, shout out to you for stepping outside of the box. Even this, just having a podcast, or having these other spaces and vehicles for people to be seen and heard is so important, because it's not just one dimension. We do so many things. We have so many different interests. And it's important for people to see the different sides, because you never know what you might inspire. Maybe you inspire someone for the MCing. Maybe you inspire someone to change the direction of their path, or someone to do some film and do a podcast. Like, you don't know how it might affect someone from a creative space,
Yeah, like, I shout out to, Meth gave me a scene, Fredro gave me a scene, what I'm saying? I studied a lot of people especially like season 1, I had no clue what the fuck I was doing. It started from, I read a book in jail about how to write characters. And then, you know what I'm saying, I started really studying on filming in season 2. And, you know what I'm saying, you know, met Meth through Swave Sever. And Meth gave me a scene. That shit was huge. The original Fredro gave me a scene. And that's dope. Conway came through. You know what I mean? And that is dope for them to see the vision and fuck with it like that. You know what I mean? And believe me, I'm gonna be harassing a lot of more rapper friends to be in the goddamn show.
Yo,
and
you know,
come through like, and what's the name? You know what I mean? So the thing that, like, you know, I don't want people to get caught up. Yeah, some of these characters are doing wrong things, but that's not what I'm focused on. I'm focused on what their life is like, what is going on. You know what I'm saying? What's going on in their life? How are they going to change at the end? Where are we going with this? You know what I'm saying? There's a goal that needs to be had. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these shows like that I learned, I watch Spike Lee. I watch, you know, basically I learned from Spike Lee, write what you know about. You know what I'm saying? Be honest from where you get. And that's a life I came from. You know what I'm saying? The loyalty. I made sure these friends, no matter what they go through, they're loyal to each other because that's how I grew up. My friends, luckily, my friends and my family was very loyal to each other in the street because that's what it was. You know what I'm saying? I've seen a lot of crews die because they imploded within themselves. Nobody from the outside killed them. They killed themselves. And seeing the guys in the era before me, you know, listening to the guys from the era before them and my family from East New York, they stuck together. And luckily that was the same thing with us. And you know what I'm saying? That's why they showed the strength. Even though we're going through something, you know, even though we're going through a situation, stay loyal to each other. Because people, you know what I'm saying, once they find a crack in the armor, they'll attack that crack. You know what I'm saying?
That's real talk, yo. Give him a bomb. Yo. See, on Wednesday, I don't have a bomb, but I would have been.
It's a spare over here somewhere. It's always a spare bomb laying around.
Yeah, exactly. No, but that's real, man. That's like when you sometimes, like, even with the Podcraft, it started during COVID, just coming out and just doing something, and you're not really knowing where you're going, but you just do it. That's a lot of people should learn from that and just like hopefully it motivate other people to do the same thing. You know,
it's proof that it's God given. If you could see it from beginning to end, it's yours. If you start it and like I don't know how, where, why, but I'm just starting and I'm gonna just be obedient, then it's God given. And then you see the blessings and the fullness thereof because people come through. You might have had somebody else in mind and whatever. And then next thing you know, it's like bam, bam, bam. It's like, yo, what is this? You see what I'm saying? So,
Prodigy was supposed to be in it too. Prodigy was supposed to play a character named Piccolo, but you know he passed. Like, as soon as I showed P like the clip of what the show was about, he was just like, you know, bless his soul. He was like, I don't give a fuck what. I'm going to be a part of this web series. I don't care what is going on. And unfortunately, my boy passed, man.
Yo, I always wanted to ask you, have you and Sean P was going to do an album or something? Yeah,
we did. We did an album. We did a mixtape called Songs in the Key of Price. That was our version of the Purple Tape. Right. You know what I'm saying? Where, you know, we mostly, you know, I had a lot of features on that mixtape. And then we did Metal Detectors.
Right.
And when we did that, like, I wasn't going to, like, Metal Detectors, that happened. Like, I mean, we had it and we was going to put it out. But once he passed, I wasn't going to release it. But Byrne, you know, his wife was like, you know, do it because I know he wanted to do an album with you. But yeah, Metal Detectors, that was very much of trying to kill each other on each song. Yeah. Metal Detectors was really about, that was mainly that. Like, are you stupid? Like, there's no way. Like, you gotta go. Yeah. You got, like, everything must die. Like, you have to go. There's no way. You know what I'm saying? And plus, I figure I had to have a point to prove. I never had a deal. You know what I'm saying? I'm coming from, Sean has a solid fan base. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I do a song, like, I understand who Killah Priest is. I know if I do a song with you, I cannot allow you to assassinate me. Like, you're gonna have the Priest fans will be like, "Oh, that nigga up, Priest is #1 out the world," and you hear like 5 little Illa G can rap. Like, oh shit, Illa G. You know what I'm saying? So I have to go extra crazy.
Yes.
Just to get those 5 acknowledgments from the Killah Priest fans. You know what I'm saying? And I know
I love that
against me. So I have to go with this. So with Sean, I had to do that. With Mobb Deep, I had to do that. It's like, no, I have to stand my ground and fight back to this, you know what I'm saying, these lyrical giants or juggernauts of have you. Boom. I'm here every Thursday, people. But you know what I'm saying? It's that I understand where it is. So I'm willing to, put that fight up. You know what I'm saying? I'm not scared of. You know what I'm saying? I want these problems. I want to have this lyrical, you know what I'm saying? Like, people need to, that's what makes it better when you hear people get busy like that in their own way. No one's trying to sound like each other. And it's just straight lyrical assassins. You know what I'm saying? In different forms. Like
Assassination Day.
Yeah, I fuck with it, man. Like, that's just me. But
Chad,
yeah, metal
I want you to listen up real good, because he's letting y'all know how to be a real MC. You have to let go, and it's not always it's coming in and really putting your grind in. And sometimes being an underdog is a great place to be. I feel that way. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, that's where the hunger's at. Queen Herawin, could you tell us? Yes, could you tell us? Take me into your album.
So it's funny. So where's all this anger at? The first song was actually anger. So that whole people have been calling it like a memoir, and it starts to touch on different emotions. It didn't start that way as far as scripting or curating the whole project like that. I wasn't sure if I would be able to put out a whole nother album, to be very honest with you, just because needing enough lyrics and having the time to do it. And after I did Anger and I put that out, I put out Gluttony, not formally. Shout out to my brother Breeze Bruin. And so we did that together. And I had started writing, at the time it was called I'm Okay or It's Okay in Chicago, because I lived in Chicago for a little bit. I was out in the Chi for a few years. And that was like the last song I wrote. And then when I moved back to New York, I played it for Illa G. And Illa was like, yes, I need to get on that song. And I'm going to write something. I just didn't know he'd write it within like 25, 30 minutes, maybe seconds. He wrote it so fast, so damn fast with his lyrical self. But it ended up turning into this project that was about emotion. I had actually, I've been saying it kind of on the low, but I played it. I have the joy of knowing people who I really respect in this game. And I played Anger at the time for Pharaoh Monch. And Pharaoh was like, what would be dope is if you started addressing other emotions. And at the time, I just wasn't looking at it that way. I was just creating songs at the time. I hadn't formulated a structure to it. And I was like, that's a really dope idea. And so I went back to the I'm Okay or It's Okay song, and I called it Denial. And so I started scripting it at that point. And I started writing, I wrote a song called Focus, which was more self-talk because I was trying to get through the rest of the project. And I was like, you need to focus. It was more me telling myself that so I could do what I needed to do to see this project to fruition. I wrote a song called Anxiety, which is wild, how Illa also has that too, just very similar minded thinking. And when it comes to this creative space, grown up stuff that we need to talk about. And so it started to come together in that way. And it was just different emotions, different projects that spoke to that. And then I was thinking about who I wanted to get, because when I hear a track, not only do I hear how I want to speak to it, but sometimes I'll hear the person on it. And so for like the joint that was played, Manifest, I heard Apathy, and App is fam for me too. I've known App for years too. And so I hit Apathy and was like, App, what's good? And he was like, no doubt, I got you. And App wrote his verse in like 20 minutes too. I'm like, these lyrical monsters, I swear. I'm just blessed to know them. App really hit me. What he did is I sent the beat, and then he sent a voice note. And I played the voice note. It was like 15 minutes, 20 minutes later, and it was his verse. And I know it's not like he had the verse stashed because it was to the concept of Manifest. And I'm like, I can't believe this dude did this. He sent it. He ended up mixing the joint too. And then Mickey Fax, I got Mickey on there too. And Superstition did the track. So it's been a blessing of just folks getting on here who really believe in what we do, who love this hip hop, who eat and breathe and sleep this thing. And it's just come together really beautifully, man. I'm really proud of it.
Wow. And it's dope, man. See?
And we dope enough to have a couple of visuals off the album, just by happenstance. Happenstancely. Is that a word? Like happenstancely?
Tonight.
I don't know. Y'all can have it. Y'all do something with it.
Yes, indeed.
Happenstancely, we got a couple of joints. We played Manifest, you know what I'm saying? So we got another joint over here.
Well, I don't know if we got Arrogant, but shout out to Poison Pen. That's my other brother, man.
Yeah, if you play anything, please play Harder Than
Please.
Try.
Yes,
Harder Than Try is my shit.
Yeah, please play it.
Y'all in my notes right now. I'm trying to unnote myself. You understand what I'm saying? My note Kia.
And Kiss Me in the Morning, me and Ella G got beef because I'm supposed to be in that video throwing on a dokie rope chain on him with the fur coat. And he hasn't given me the role yet. I don't know when it's gonna happen, but just put it out there publicly, Ella. I mean,
Right. Baddest man hit my hand. What they used to do back in the day, baddest man hit my hand.
It's all good. I messed with him all the time. I told him, I said that joint makes me think of Isaac Hayes. I just want to. That's my song. Kiss Me in the Morning. That's my joint right there.
Wow.
That beat is
Isaac
crazy.
Hayes. Yeah. Isaac Hayes or I like this. Isaac Hayes or Barry White.
Oh,
who, me? That's
disrespectful.
Yeah, I mean, I just watched the documentary on Stax Records, man. Like, just the thought of taking Walk On By and changing it the way he did. Man, that is. But Barry, they said Barry. They used to try to shit on Barry White because he couldn't read music, and it doesn't matter. Yeah, they said they used to try to clown him for not reading music.
I think any man that can take off his shirt and just walk like that in the streets like that, I'm here for both of them dudes. I love both of them. Now I can't choose between them, man.
No, I can't choose between
that. I did see Isaac Hayes perform right before he passed away too, man.
Yeah.
And it was such a blessing to see that, man. Hot Butted Soul. Come on now. Who names that Hot Butted Soul?
Yeah.
Come on, I'm gonna choose between that.
Yeah.
And Love Unlimited. A man tell me anything between Love Unlimited is over here or Hot Butted Soul. I'm there.
Yeah, exactly.
Come on now. They knew how to talk.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, sir. I can't choose.
That's a tribute. Okay, I give you that.
Yeah, he gave us Blaxploitation, and he gave us one gave us Blaxploitation, and one gave us Black Elevation. In regards to instrumentation, production, he did all kinds of things. Barry White did all kinds of things, and he walked you through the process of what he did. He's like, all right, no, look at this. Just go look and see him. He's in there. You're like, oh, he got people. No, he is the people. He's the people. That's like the Michael Jackson Prince discussion. Like Prince is the people, and Michael Jackson is like their energies. They're imprints forever. You see what I'm saying? Like, so if you heard Shaft, right? If you've never seen it and you heard it, you heard it. If you heard Walk On By, if you heard Dead Presidents, like if you heard it, it took you someplace. Cinematically, you're gone. You're in that place. You understand? So you get that and then you hear the voice of God, right? Bell up on the track, and he's talking to you. You understand? That's a different kind of thing. So now you're looking at all these polarities together, right? These polarities together that they might have been ashamed of how they looked and how they spoke. They had no clue that the world would take it. When you are exceptional,
It's like
you're not regular. When you're exceptional, you're not regular. So you might look at what you have as something you need to hide or conceal or seek to conform because you're exceptional. And if you're not exception, if your exceptionalism is not accepted, then you'll fight to try to disguise it. But it's going to come out. Somebody's going to hear it. Somebody's going to hear it and they're going to love it.
Yeah.
So now that exceptional thing that they love become the thing that the other people begin to hate. So there goes the tug of war.
Yeah.
So
I love
when
both
you make
of them too for that.
That's bars.
And they both were super unorthodox in how they sounded. The music was one thing, but their voices were not traditional for something that you would say, "Ooh, that's a beautiful sounding voice." It was just dope as hell. Both of them.
Like Teddy Penny.
It wasn't like Teddy, right? It was.
Teddy was aggressive. Teddy wasn't playing now. Teddy told you turn them goddamn lights on. We ain't got time to play with this shit here.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? He said, I don't. He said, I don't. I know you're thinking about saying no, but God damn it, don't you do it. Come on, go with me. Come on, go with me to my place.
That's the way he said it.
Yes.
He said, you look so good to me. You look so good. I wouldn't do that, baby. I just live right around the corner. Come on. I live right around the corner.
It's Philly for
now
you.
that I got you in the house, cut the goddamn lights out. Cut them off.
Yeah.
Rub me down. He said everything besides let me snatch the panties off your body. That's it.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying. This was what's said and how it's said, right? It's what's said and how it's said. It's very, very important. I mean, Barry White too. You know, what is it? A secret garden. Let me protect you. That's what a man is supposed to do. Anytime I play that song and I hear that long, I'm like, yes, Lord. Yes. Oh, thank you, Barry. Okay. So it's what they say and how. Absolutely. Good.
That's it. That is it.
Thank you.
Over with.
I'll get that. I'll put that with Walk On By. That's the answer for Walk On By. Them two beats.
Yeah. Because once he dropped that, when somebody just it's almost like a trick. It's like you hear that dun, 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 and it's just like he just looked at the camera and was like, feels so good.
What I'm saying.
It's just like it's like an evil scientist feels so good. Yo, that nigga is incredible. You crazy?
That's magic.
That's
magic.
Yeah, that's magic. He said, look at the camera, said, feels so good. Yeah,
that's true. That's exactly what he said. Who say no to that? Who say no to that?
What was the name? Yeah, it feels so good. What was the name of that one? I was trying to get it.
Oh, damn.
Give it up. Give it up. Yeah. Give it up.
My darling, now that one can't get enough of your love.
Yeah, there you go.
There
you go.
Yeah. But then you got the look of love. Then you got the look of love with Isaac. These men knew what they were doing, man.
They did something different. Yeah, you're right about
that. He said, don't go.
Right, yeah.
You getting your shit ready, about to leave the spot. Don't go. Okay, you want me to stay? All right, how much longer you really need me to stay? All right, let's do it. Don't go.
Yeah, I think the two was in the same. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
And you think those guys are exceptional. So you think about Stevie. Stevie made you see with no eyes. He didn't need eyes for you to see, but you saw every single thing. Like
honestly, with them two at this point in time, I really don't. That's a whole different thing with Stevie. I don't even want to even put him in that, man. Just let Stevie be over there.
Yeah, I thought Donnie
have that
Hathaway.
conversation.
Stevie, yeah.
Let Stevie stay over there. Stevie wasn't as smooth as Stevie wasn't as he was very, very talented. But leave the smooth, hot-butted soul on this side of the room, man. Let it stay over there, man.
Yeah, he not Curtis Mayfield.
Yeah, Stevie wasn't coming over there and be like, feels so good.
I think the Curtis would say that for sure.
Yeah, you got those lunches, yo.
Indeed.
Yeah. I just was talking about people that had the unorthodox way, and you found a way to love them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Somebody said Otis Redding. Okay. That's another one. All right. So where we going? What you got?
We got our next guest in the building too, right here. You understand what I'm saying? It's a crazy night. Last Dragon turned 40 like 2 days ago.
Yo, where is he at, yo? He could have been like one of the best actors, like the Last Dragon. Leroy?
He's still touring. He's been touring for 40 years.
Wow.
He ain't never took a break.
He's from the Bronx too, right? Where you from?
He ain't never took a break.
Yeah.
Imagine you did something when you was a kid. Look at who I'm talking to, right? I said, imagine you did something when you was a kid. You still doing now. And look, I'm looking at everybody on the screen like, never mind. That was like an understood analogy. But he was 17, 18 years old.
Yo, wow.
And
that was more going in.
And he showed up.
Bruce Leroy. We still talking about him till now.
That's it. He showed up. He showed up with one of the greatest to ever do it as a black man martial artist. You know, I'm giving that because our next guest that's here in the building right now, you know, we still here.
Let me tell you something. Bruce Leroy better not pop over on this goddamn screen right
now. No. I ain't doing that to you, brother. I ain't doing that to you.
If Bruce Leroy pop up on this goddamn screen, it'll be that's gonna be a wow. That's gonna be a wow moment. Don't tell me Bruce Leroy pop up on this goddamn screen.
No, I'm gonna give it up for the one who popularized one of the most orthodox / unorthodox styles of defensive fighting all over the world. You know, one of our brothers, one of the true and living, man. Let's give it up for the champion of 52 hand blocks, Lyte Burly in the building. Let's go.
Oh wow!
Right. Let's go.
Peace.
Salute.
Peace.
Salute to the people in the building. Salute. Thanks for having me.
Martial arts meets hip hop. Do we need an introduction in that way? Like in that kind of way? Like,
well, it's funny that you said that because I'm working on a documentary to show that 52 blocks is the sixth element of hip hop.
Where did it start at? That's my question. I always want to know where the 52 start.
With black boxers is when black men start competing in boxing. That's what we brought into boxing, which was defense. Nothing respectfully against my less melanated brothers. Their fighting was pretty much all offense. You stand in front of each other, beat the mess out of each other. When they let us in there, you know, we wasn't with that type of smoke. So we brought in hit and don't be hit. And it was that was the blueprint of the style, of the defensive style, is that ability to pay attention to your defense. You know, like Ali would say after every fight, I'm still pretty. And he was saying, I ain't get hit, you know. So that's where the style kind of originated from.
Word. That's live. Word. I heard different people. Zab Judah.
Mm-hmm.
67.
Zab, his videos of Zab breaking it down. You got, the video with Zab doing it against Mayweather. I think it was in the 5th round of their fight. You know, he flashed it for a minute. Mayweather's a hard puzzle, so he was trying to throw different stuff at Mayweather to give him a different look. And you know, he busted out for about a couple of seconds. You know, I think he should have stuck with it because Mayweather was definitely looking confused. You know, he should have kept it going, but he kind of did it out of desperation, which is not, you know, take nothing from Super Zab, either man, but you know, he kind of busted out because he was trying to figure out ways to give Mayweather a different look. But yeah, it's a real thing, and you know, the universe is growing every day. The 52 block universe is getting bigger and bigger. And when I drop this documentary, I'm hoping to get more, you know, more rappers and people within hip hop to see the connection. Because a lot of people connected to jail, and you know, I think that's just a negative stigma to try to run with. Is trying to make jail a good thing. So you know, there is a connection to jail with 52 blocks, and that's just because, you know, a lot of black men, you know, make a visit to the penitentiary. So, you know, who you are goes in there with you. If you're a chef in the world and you go to jail, you're a chef in jail. So, you know, 52 blocks has its connections to jail because of that. But that's not the birthplace of it. You'll hear a lot of people say it's a jail fighting system, and it's not.
Wow. Wow. That's the first time I ever heard that. That's Islam.
Real talk.
Yeah, because I thought it came from jail. But
Yeah. You know, it's just that jail is a popular thing for whatever reasons. You know, it's like watching a car crash. Like, you know, like it's one of those type of things I see on YouTube. You know, brothers that come home from jail and start channels, they get a lot of traction. People want to know what's going on in jail. Like, you know, people want to know what's the story of this. So I think connection to jail is more like a selling, a marketing tool type of thing, but it definitely didn't originate.
You just came back from overseas also.
Yes, sir.
Like, you know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
sir.
Fresh back from across the pond.
Yes, sir.
And what was that reception like versus, you know, the trench work that you're doing out here with establishing and changing the minds and the imagination in regards to what's associated with 52 blocks?
Well, you know, I'm not gonna lie, they love it over there. You know, one thing I can give to them over there, they still in the fist fighting. They ain't really got the gun game that we got. I think, you know, most they gangsters got over there is like knives and sticks. So fist fighting is still big to them. Like they still rumbling in the jungle over there. So anything to learn, anything to practice on how not to get punched in your face, they was with it. They ate it up. They loved it. You know what I'm saying? Rolled out the red carpet for me, and you know, it was decent. Like, you know, I got a chance to spar with a lot of they fighters out there. And that's one thing I like to do, is to show them that I don't just do seminars. Like, I can teach you, and I can show you, you know, gloved up, you know, this is what it looks like. So they loved it, you know. They love what the black man puts out. That ain't nothing new, you know what I'm saying? I think it's just, you know, making sure that it stays ours. And that's one thing I like to do, is that I have no problem teaching culture as long as they recognize that it's black excellence. Then, you know, I got no problem with it. So they show that respect, so I was there for it.
Now, I got a little snippet of the footage over here on the show real quick, and then we could get back into this, you know, hip hop discussion, because I know you got lots to say as well. You know, don't let him fool y'all. He got bars. You understand what I'm saying? like Queen Herawin said in her verse, like they see the beautiful face and they think I'm singing. You know what I'm saying? They're like, "Oh, you a singer?" You know what I'm saying? and they mess around and find out. They be like, "Oh."
Facts. Well, I had bars before I had hands. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to be a rapper before I became a scrapper. You know, bars.
Hey, I'm gonna say peace to everybody. I'm gonna just let it go. I got a couple things I need to handle. I appreciate, salute to everyone on here. Thanks for the invite. Beautiful. Shout to everybody in the chat. I'm gonna have to take it away.
Much love to y'all too. I'm right behind you, and that's because I got to get up and teach at 5 o'clock. I got to get up at 5 a.m.
Tell them about the podcast real quick before y'all go. You know what I'm saying? What y'all doing on IG, where they can find it, where they can.
Go ahead, Ella. You kick it off.
You can get all my music. Everything is on elegy.net. All my videos is on Elegy TV on YouTube. You can follow me on Elegy2K on Instagram, Elegy on Facebook, and that's what elegy.net. Get the music, get the merch. That's it.
Indeed. You got go follow this man. Go get everything he has. T-shirts, albums, keychains, everything. Yeah, and shout out to y'all again. I'm right behind Ella on the outro. I appreciate you so much for this opportunity, and sorry to leave out a little early. Easy IG for me. It's very simple. The Queen Herawin Instagram or the Juggaknots. You can go either place and find Queen Herawin things or Bandcamp. Everything is the Queen Herawin. Same thing.
If you want to die on the verse, die on your own song. You know what I mean? Like, you want to have a funeral. You know what I'm saying? Like you want to rethink your life. You understand what I'm saying? Reach out.
Indeed. But we appreciate y'all. Have a beautiful night, y'all.
All right. Be good.
Peace and love.
Peace.
Preset peace, y'all.
Peace. Yeah.
Da Vinci, aka Da Vinci Code in the building, Lyte Burly, man.
What it do,
This is one of my superheroes right here. You understand? This is one of my superheroes right here. Hopefully you about to see a little sample of why he's one of my superheroes, okay?
Yeah, absolutely.
Lead skull and bones straight left. Nice. Rear skull and bones big hook. Nice. Move with me. Same thing. Rear skull and bones big hook. Woo! Yeah. Double jab. Double jab. Double jab to the hook. Nice. That's right. Lead, rob the bank, straight left. Woo. Again. Nice. Again. All right. Follow drill. This is the jab. This is the hook. Rear uppercut. Lead uppercut. Overhand. And this one's going to feel strange. Straight here. Yes. Jab here. We've been talking about not crossing the punches. So it feels a little strange in the beginning. Nice. Nice. That's right. Yeah. Yeah. Straight up. Nice. That's right. Yeah. Straight. Nice. Jump in hook, cover this. Ooh, jump in hook. Oh, jump in. Nice. Long left, long one. Nice. Long left. Nice. Long left. Let's work. Let's work. Let's work. Let's work. Jab. Yes. Straight. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! Man.
Time more.
Yeah.
Boy, that guy's a beast.
Yeah, the reception was ill. I love the practical sense because we could get into it. All of the martial disciplines. One of the chief complaints or criticisms is that it lacked the practical aspect in real combat outside of the mat. So, with the Asian and the other folk fighters, that's something, but not where we come from, not how we were raised up, not how we were trained. We were trained specifically for these engagements in the practical space. So I would like for you to shed some light on your journey and your history in regards to the practicality of the arts and the sciences.
Well, the practicality, we hear a lot about that, about the practicality of a style. And the style should definitely have certain elements in it to make it effective. But the practicality comes from your trainer method. Like how much do you train? Most people ain't really training. And I ran into a lot of brothers that I used to look up to, and they tell me, I've been training for 10 years. And I'm like, damn, like they really putting in work. But then come to find out, they was only training maybe like once a month and then calling it 10 years and grouping the time together. And you see these brothers in action and it look like they don't know what they doing or they're not used to pressure. And so I got on a journey that I got into a fight and I was training, but I wasn't really taking it as serious. But it was like my Bruce Lee moment. Like I got into a fight that took me, I had to spill a lot of blood to get a victory. And it made me think that, like, could I change this? Like the next time, even though a fight is chaos and organized confusion, like, can you reach a level that, like that supreme level? And I was like, I'm a test it. And so I decided to start training 6 hours a day, every day. Unlike those dudes talking, they doing 10 years. No, I did 10 years, 6 hours every day, except for the days that I was sick, and there wasn't a lot of those. So, and I seen like that's the practicality. There is no magic to martial arts except for hard work and discipline. Like you put in the work, and the magic appears. Give me 1 second. 1 second to put in my thing. Phone battery getting low, but yeah. So you put in the work, and that's where the real magic comes from. So that's the practicality of any art, because the art can't work itself. Like a lot of people have this idea that you just do a certain art and you get this magical quality of fighting. And that's just not it. Like the burden of proof isn't on the art, it's on the man. Like I always tell people, it's not the art, it's the man. You can never blame the art because the art can't train itself. It's the man that has to put in the hours to decipher the art and to be able to use the art in real time. So the practicality is really training.
Yeah, I just remember, we were discussing hip hop for like the last, 50 years. In my research in the martial disciplines, I came up with, Grandmaster Kareem Abdullah and, those people. And every bit of it was not for the mat, not for the tournament. Every bit of it was for your own self-defense and multiple attackers type of situation. So it was scenario based to get to a base where you're able to defend yourself and, defend your family type of situation. So, over the years, I know folks know you for 52 blocks, but there's a whole lot in that arsenal. You understand what I'm saying? So putting it all together in a way, they call stuff now. They call Krav Maga a thing now. You know what I'm saying? Like they call that a thing. Like we was just getting busy. Like whatever you need to do to get safe, to get out to a situation where you can retreat or really defend. You know what I mean? They call it stuff and skip over a lot of the things. So from your journey over the years as a participant and as a teacher, what are some of the things that uh, you see as you survey, you know, they had the criticisms with black fighters calling, the things that we were doing unorthodox, not effective. It even made it into the movie with Jim Kelly, with the criticism from Mr. Hahn on the island. You know what I'm saying? He said ineffective. And then, they kind of typecast Jim Kelly as the playboy and not as the serious martial artist, right? So I think that's a stigma that carried from the 60s and the 70s on up to, present day, except for a few people, So could you shed some light on that for us?
Well, the stick, a lot of the even a lot of stuff that Bruce got, he got from Jim Kelly,
Right.
that swagger that he had that made everybody love him, he picked up from Jim Kelly. So it's just that a lot of our things ain't recognized because some of it goes into degeneracy, like the whole 52 blocks is from jail thing. Like, me and the brother had to go back and forth, like, and I know that was his experience. So I was like, but why would you even want to say that? Like, first of all, it's not a fact, but what would make you want to spin that thinking? Like, I was like, the world is bigger than jail. It's way more dangerous to be in the world than in jail. Like, let's get to the facts. Like, you could be dead under a bridge. Ain't nobody doing a head count. Ain't nobody feeding you in the world. Like, not for nothing, jail is like sleepaway camp. And of course, there's going to be things that happen. If you put a group of men that don't want to be in a certain place together, yeah, there's going to be bloodshed. That's not a magical thing. That's how it's been for hundreds of years. Like, that's just who we are as men. You leave men alone, we gonna figure out the hierarchy. That's just what we do. No matter where we at, jail, a cave, in the snowstorm, it doesn't matter. You leave us together, we have to figure out the hierarchy. We have to figure out who's going to be the one running this and that. That's just how we move. And sometimes to figure that, there's got to be some bloodshed. And so there's nothing new about that, but that's why it's like the jail experience, unless you're coming out saying to the young brothers why you shouldn't be in there, I don't even want to hear your jail stories. Like, save it. Like, it means nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to talk about how you were the loser. Like, you're the loser. That's what jail makes you. You're the loser. And nothing wrong with that, because there's a lot of lesson and loss, but don't promote it as a victory, because it's a loss, but then you can get a lesson out of a loss. So, it's a lot of that kind of like overshadows all of the real work we've done in martial arts, and that's what I'm making sure doesn't happen to 52, because it's easy. Like, there's a lot of dudes that don't like me because they say I don't keep it street. And it's like, I don't know how to keep something street. Like, I don't know what that means. Like, I'm from the streets. Like, I don't know how to keep it street. Like, I'm already there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't make it. I can't do no more. And if you have to do more, then that lets me know you're not from the streets and you really wasn't really about that world. And that's okay. That's okay. Like, you can still live a prosperous life without having to have all of these things. Like, even, in our community, we hold up everything we went through as some type of strike. Like, oh, I got shot, stabbed, police kicked in my door, my mama was a crackhead. And it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody's trying to out-trauma each other. And, it's like, let the trauma go. Let's talk about the good things that happened. I know there had to be some good shit in there, couldn't have been all trauma. So that's what I do. And when I do reaction videos and to try to make people laugh and as a fighter, everybody wants to be all serious and stuff. And, I think it's, comedy helps break up that whole uneasiness. And, for some people it's work. For a lot of people, I've made more enemies, but hey, you know, I know how to fight. So if you see me when you see me. It ain't gonna be easy though. You know,
Right.
Come in bad intentions, I can guarantee you, you know, it's not gonna be easy. I can't guarantee a victory or a loss, but one thing I can guarantee, it's gonna be rough. It's gonna be a rough going. It ain't gonna be an easy walk.
Oh Lordy, let's work.
Give me 1 second. Hold on, let me find this charger. Hold on 1 second.
All right.
Hold on, let me find the right charger.
Yeah. Hey, look, I'm a gentleman. Yes, sir. All right, so how long? 2-3 minutes, or? Yeah. All right. Bench strength. Hey, you know it. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. Velcro on is pretty bad. It's a whole lot different than the videos. It's a whole lot different. Oh, not the sharpshooter, homie. Not the sharpshooter. Woo.
Work on that jab. Work on that jab. There you go. Keep teasing him with that jab. There you go. There you go. Keep that jab coming. There you go. Keep that jab. There you go. Keep throwing that jab. He's scared of that jab. There you go. See, he's scared of that.
I was in Dallas. That was a good trip. That was my Dallas trip there. Yeah. Salute to that young warrior. He's out there working his 52 out there in Dallas. Teaches karate out there, introducing the kids to 52. So salute to that warrior. You know, I get a chance to meet a lot of great people on the journey. So yeah, man.
He said it's a lot different than the video.
Yeah, oh yeah. yeah. When you get, I try to tell people I get a lot of challenges, and I try to tell them it's different when you get in there, man. It's like you may be looking at videos thinking like, oh, I see it open, and then you know, it's like it's different when it's happening right in front of you. And that young warrior, you know, he called me like, yo, you in Dallas? I want to cross hands with you. So you know, he he wanted that, and he wanted to see what it was like, and and I'm always friendly with it. Everybody knows, like, that's why I turn my gloves backwards. I'm not here to, I believe I don't, back in the day, they would try to hurt you to make you believe they knew what they was doing. I know a lot of dudes that their teachers was just abusing them just to prove that they was teacher. I ain't, I'm not with that nonsense though. I think you can have fun with sparring, and it should be fun because it's already pressure. So you want to make it fun so people want to do it. It's already hard enough to do by yourself. So, I put the gloves on backwards so everybody know, you ain't got to worry. And if like, I always ask people, like, people always ask me, like, why you got your gloves on? I was like, I think the bigger question is, how come nobody else has their gloves like me? What that means is they can knock me out, but I can't hurt them because I believe in my defense. That's why I do that too. Also to show that I want you to have the edge of knocking me out, possibly knocking me out, because it doesn't take a lot to put a man down. Like one good shot and, your legs disappear. So everybody keeps the gloves on the right way when they spar me. But I turn my gloves backwards just to make sure to let you know I'm not trying to hurt you, and I believe in my defense. So, that was a good trip. I had a good run out there in Dallas.
Yeah, a lot of practical sense. There's nothing if it's not a space where you don't see it in motion. Because if you see it in motion, you could see its usefulness.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you could also see its room for improvement, however it goes. So,
facts.
If you there, you out, you active. I was going to ask you about that. That's the whole thing. You touched on it, but I would like for you to expound on it. In this internet, I'm in the comments. All the experts are in the comments type of situation. How many, kind of those things have you reformed? Also, I know the negativity exists or the lack of common knowledge exists, but how many opportunities have you had to engage people, and what were their responses in the sense of reformation? Did anybody was like, yo, I thought it was like this or that, and now I'm like, oh, okay. And how would you suggest folks kind of be better ambassadors for the art?
Oh, so have I met challenges, or like, well, I didn't get the full question.
So for these things are public, right? So you're dealing with the digital age. Everybody on the internet, everybody's an expert in the comments. Right? Nobody's a novice, right? Nobody's nothing, right? So from those spaces, whatever they heard or whatever they think they know versus what the reality is, were there some instances from the digital or the physical space, just in the martial world or have it go, where somebody had a change of perspective, a change of heart, change of mind in a positive manner based off of those interactions?
Yes, no, I think I've done that a lot. I started my martial career by telling people to come to the park and spar me if you didn't believe me. Like, that's how I started. And when
I remember
YouTube,
those.
YouTube was still the wild, wild west. You could still post a fight on YouTube without them. There was no guidelines back then. Put it like that. There was no community guidelines. You pretty much post whatever you wanted to post. So that's where I started. That I started with the, all love too. Not let's go to shooting or beef or anything like that. Let's see who's who. Let's see what who's really been putting in that work. And so I've been able to turn a lot of people around, especially on 52. Like when I first came out, a lot of people thought it was a myth. They thought I was making it up until other people started jumping in like, nah, my uncle told me that. And no, my cousin used to do that. And then people, I think it was a white dude that wrote a whole article on me on how I made up 52 in my head. I think his name was Philip Edenmore or Elmore or something like that. But he looked real stupid when everybody started coming out the woodworks and, like, no, that's a real thing. That's how they used to fight. So, I've been able to definitely turned around a lot of people who wasn't wise to 52, who didn't know about it. People who didn't believe it was effective. Then you had people that just didn't understand what the bottom line of the art was. They didn't know what the art was really about. And so I think I've shed a lot of light on that. Like, you know, I was definitely the first person to really break it down to like what it is. So yeah, I've been very lucky in that route where I've been able to change a lot of people's thoughts on 52 for sure, and its effectiveness. And I think I've been doing that for the last couple. You know, I think it's been more than a decade. Like I put out the first video in 2007, so we border on almost 20 years, at least 17 years. I've been at this, and so 2025. I really want to talk about the melanation of 52. Like I think I've already proved its effectiveness, and now I want to talk about what it means to the Black community, what it means to young Black men. Help get a lot of these young Black men some confidence, so you don't always have to shoot something. You know, like when your confidence in your hands, you don't have to run for a weapon. Now, if weapons pop up, you gotta do what you gotta do. But when you have the confidence in your hands, you know, not everything has to be kill, kill, kill. So that's what I want to work on this year, is like underprivileged young melanated warriors, group homes. I want the hard cases, you know. I want the Mike Tysons. I want the kids that can't be reached, because I feel like I'm the one to do it. Like there's not a kid I can't reach. Like one thing I've been very good at is I don't miss. Like every young warrior that I've touched, they're productive citizens. They may not be Mayweather, but they're good men. You know, they're good men, and I've had quite a few that I've touched. And so, you know, I'm kind of cocky with that. Like I want the hard cases. I want the kids that don't want to talk to nobody. You know what I'm saying? I want those. And so that's the focus. I got the non-for-profit 52 AOD non-for-profit. Anybody want to donate, hit the Cash App. Unlike Brother Umar, I'm really about my shit. So you send your money to me, believe it's going straight to the cause.
Right. That's real. And that's unfortunate. We gotta go there because of situations like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, we have to, like, cause you know, a lot of what could have been great Black leaders, they have no discipline. Like, you know, like, so, you know, they got good messages, but somewhere they're not disciplined. And this is why I believe the warrior path, as they say, the warrior path is the quickest path to enlightenment, because you have to battle against yourself, you know. And I see a lot of brothers, they talk that talk, they got a good talk, you know, read a lot of books, but then you find out they doing all types of crazy stuff in the dark because they're not disciplined. And that's what happens with a lot of our Black leaders of today, the Polites, the Dr. Umars, the Sal Netters, and they good brothers, but you can see where the discipline, where they go off track, you know. And so I'm just trying to bring a different look to the whole Black experience. And I'm not even on that level. That's not even my field. I represent the warriors, like fighting. I represent when the war starts, we need to know how to fight. I'm not one of the brothers at the bullpit preaching the word. I'm not that. But I would like to see more discipline amongst those brothers. Like, you know, if you're gonna talk that talk, then please walk the walk, you know. So that's why, you know, when I say hit the Cash App, I always say, unlike Brother Umar, your money is really gonna fuel the revolution.
So for someone just starting out, how do you introduce the disciplines to them? Because they may or may not know that they're learning this. I remember during the pandemic, you had like We had the classes online. I'm looking at the videos, going through the process. I remember you like, all right, we here on lesson 24. They like, we ain't learned the block yet. You understand what I'm saying? Like, so you was kind of Daniel Sonning us out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, so has that sort of modality, progressed along the way with? Is there a streamlined manner to get somebody who's coachable, teachable, trainable, an accelerated path, or?
Not really. That's another marketing tool,
right,
to make you want to spend your money and not understand what you're getting into. There's only one way into heaven, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, same here. Like, there's only one way into heaven over here, and that's hard work and discipline. There's no streamlining. There's no extra shortcuts. No, it's 10,000 hours plus. As my teacher said, you want to call yourself an expert in any chosen field, you need 10,000 hours. That's the basic minimum just to get in the door. And then we can talk about, what you can do, but I get it for this, I'm a hustler, so I understand money comes in quick. And if you run to make real money, offer people a quick fix. That's how you do it. You learn this technique, nobody will be able to punch you in your face. You won't never hear Lyte Burly saying that, because that's not true. That's not true. You will be punched in the face, even with this technique. You know what I'm saying? There's no 100% over here. There's only, odds, probabilities and odds. That's what we working over here. I want to lower the probability of being hit, but I know I will be hit in the fight. But I just want to lower it. I don't want to make it disappear, because that's not real. So a lot of the times I could have probably made a lot more money with 52 if I sold it like that, but I refused. And it made a lot of people mad, because I could have fleeced a lot of people, but I'm not into fleecing the people, because I've made money. Not that I'm rich, but I've been very blessed in this life. So, and I fleeced the people already. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to go away from that. I was in them streets for real. So I'm trying to push away from that, and so the message I send is not as colorful as others, so, I'm an acquired taste, but I do believe that we need to focus on selling the art for what it is and stay away from all of the colorful things. But I get it, that's part of the path, that's part of the marketing. But I was just telling somebody the other day, it's high narcissism to believe that you've helped anybody. Like, I've helped nobody, but I have given people the tools to help themselves. And that's what it's about, you know what I'm saying? So there's no ego in this when you're doing it for real. And so I'm just here to give the tools to help people to help themselves. So if you're clever and you're a quick learner, maybe for you can cut the time down. Maybe you're that exception to the rule that instead of 10 years, you get it in 5. But on the majority, the journey never stops. Like, mastery is the carrot over the donkey. The donkey never gets the carrot, but the carrot makes the donkey move, right? It makes the donkey walk forward, but the donkey never actually gets the carrot. And that's kind of like mastery. You never really reach it, but it's over your head, so you keep chasing it.
And that's real. I guess we got the acquired taste religion, because I think Grandmaster Kareem Abdullah, he's the same way. He's in the 70s, and how long you gonna be in acquired taste when you start looking at the situation for the students. We were there through our seasons. He said, is this? They asked him back in the 70s, was this gonna work in the street fight? He said, none of my students ever. He said, I don't know if it works or not. He said, I just know none of my students never got whooped in the street or on.
There you go.
You
There
know,
you
so
go.
it's like that was the
That's
point
a good
of
answer.
it. So
That's how I would have answered that question. Yeah,
it
that's
was
a good
very
answer.
interesting. Very interesting in that regard. So for the the practitioners in regards to that, how can the practitioners be better examples or better ambassadors as well? And what are we missing in the disconnect from one generation to the next in regards to the youngsters that are coming up that are interested? Because everybody ain't going to go grab a gun. That's not their first inclination. How can we be better stewards in the propagation, but also the lessons? The lessons of de-escalation, the lessons of emotional regulation. Some of these other aspects.
Well, that's really what fighting was really about. At least for men, is to help you understand emotional content. Be able to be merciful. Only the most skilled people can be merciful. So that's the whole intent of the arts, is to make you better, at least for the men. Like my teacher would say, what martial arts is for? It's to make useless men useful. Now go be useful. And that's kind of like me. I ain't got no other trades. I don't know how to fix a light bulb, or I could nail in the wall. Like I'm terrible at all of those things. Like I become handyman when it comes to anything outside the fighting. But because of martial arts, I can be useful. I can serve my community through protection. I can help other young warriors learn to become the new line of protection. And what's missing from today is that the older men don't talk to the younger men no more, or the communication line is broken. Like the reason I know 52 is because the brothers I came up with wanted to make sure you knew how to protect yourself. Like they were on it. Like they made you learn it. Like there wasn't about if you wanted to learn it. Like if you wanted to hang around them, and you was going to learn how to protect yourself. That kind of line is broken now. Like, young men don't really want to listen to older men. Older men don't want to talk. Like I remember on my journey, and this sticks in my head. It was early in my journey, and I'm outside, and I see two men talking, and one of the dudes throw a swing at the other dude, and he did some 52 and caught it. I'm like, oh shit, he just did the 52. I'm gonna go get an interview from that brother. I ran up on the brother like, yo, brother. I don't mean to be all in your business, but from across the street, I seen you do a little bit of that 52. He said, oh yeah, that's that 52. You know about it? I said, yeah. Actually, I'm bringing it to the world, and I would love if I can get an interview with you for the young man. And he said, man, F them little young dudes. I ain't teaching them nothing. And I was like, whoa. At that moment, it made me want to punch him in the face. And I was like, wow. But that's where it's at now. In my heyday, that would have never happened. Like every older dude wanted to teach you something, whether it was fighting, riding the bike, like how, you couldn't go nowhere without an older dude trying to teach you something. Like that was like mandatory. Now it's like, let's stay away from me. So I think that's the line that's really been broken, is that at least in our community, I see it happen in other communities, but in our community, it's broken because the man is not respected in our community. Like, so it's hard for these young men to want to listen to a man when they grew up with just their mother. So they see the man as the enemy. So they don't want to hear nothing from you. They didn't even have their father, so they damn sure don't want to hear from you. And that's what happens. And now we here to where, we went from a patriarch to a matriarch, and it's not looking too good on this side because we got a bunch of emotional men. And the one thing that can destroy a nation is emotional men. Like they will tear they will tear some ish down. So one of my things, like I said, for 2025 is to deal with those young men and be the big brother, father figure, whatever they need to help them reach their next, plateau.
That's really real. That is definitely. I learned knowledge in myself from the minute they show something in you, a different value, they imparted it to you.
I missed that part. What you say?
I say I learned knowledge of self from the men. If you saw something in you, they imparted it to you. So something historical, something martial arts, martial disciplines, whatever it was, wrestling, boxing, karate, whatever it was something that was, picked up along the way. And we came from a time, if you said you did something, you had to show and prove. It didn't matter what it was.
You had to show it. Like you couldn't sit upstairs with it.
I draw. My cousin draw. Let me go get him. I'll be right back. It was something. No matter what. You want a pencil fight? What you want? Whatever it was something. Like I could throw a rock farther than you. Oh, let me go get my brother. Whatever it was. So, it wasn't something that whatever you purported to do, it gave you an opportunity to show and prove, and then you saw out of your strength or your weakness.
Facts.
Whatever it was.
Facts. All facts. And well, that's what we're trying to bring back with this 52 revolution. I got a hell of a documentary coming, reaction videos are doing pretty well. It's crazy because more people know me from my reaction videos than know me from my 52 now. Like a lot of people send me videos like, can you react to this? And they don't even know I love the reaction videos because I really wanted to be a rapper. So in my reaction videos, I get to still use my metaphoric skills, my delivery. It's dope. Like I really love the reaction videos. It's like just to do it. Like I don't get no money out of it. It's something I look forward to doing. Like I just love because I do them all off the fly. So I love to challenge my mind to be sharp, to see something and to respond to it immediately. So that's one way I practice it is using the reaction videos. And I also made a lot of brothers mad because I talked about a lot of I guess seafood legends that they consider to be legends. So a lot of people jumped in my DM. They don't like me, but I tell those brothers, get your emotions together. We men, like, come on, stop it. Like, you know how many people make funny videos about me all the time. Like they've been doing that for years. Like the guy with Ramel 2 Finger knocked me out, and there's been all types of videos. Like I'm not, I'm not one of those emotional brothers. So. Thank God to my mama, she noticed the problems ahead of trying to raise men. And she sent me to a military school. And I didn't like it for a long time. But now being older, I'm glad she did it. Because I would have had to grow up with her and her crazy ass emotions. And that would have affected me as a man. So because my mama did that, I'm around a lot of black men that I can't understand because I'm like, what's up with the girl shit? Like, what's up with this feminine shit? And I make a lot of brothers mad. I make a lot of brothers mad, but I'm gonna point it out. It's feminine. Like shooting somebody 3:00 in the afternoon, that's feminine shit. Like that means you wanted to kill somebody and be seen. That's what a girl does. That's not what assassins do. Assassins do what they do and go home. Like you don't know who did it. You don't know why they did it. Like, all of that other emotional stuff, that's all emotional men. And I'm using 52 blocks to combat that. I use my reaction videos and a lot of people don't like me right now. I'm the 50 Cent of the martial art world. And I troll hard. I ain't gonna lie, I'm a hard troll and but
I enjoy it. I enjoy the insight. It's a real time perspective.
Salute.
Like the fighting is not even being discussed in a way that's even healthy. You see what I'm saying? So it's like you don't have an issue with flooding us with all of these videos, but then now you got an issue with the commentary. Like why do I even need to see this? I don't need to see it, but it's there. So now, okay, where's the practical space? One of the things I think missed the mark with Creed, the Creed series as a whole, I think it was great. But part 3 was something that they could have just took that show on the road. Creed 3, the movie, the de-escalation, the situations, working through the issues in the family. Oh, this beautiful black girl. Everybody had to learn sign language so they could accommodate her. Like, oh, what if I got a family member who can't hear? All these things that could have been brought to the table in the community to have real dialogue around situations. I think the mark was missed. So I'm so glad that a practitioner is out here being an advocate for the ability to be able to defend yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, and what comes along with that, the price that comes along with it. So I think it's a beautiful opportunity to be able to reestablish a bridge that was burnt based off of maybe, folks might have got the zealotry space where they're like, all right, I'm about to go save the world with Kung Fu. I'm about to go save the world with Wing Chun or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? So, like, if you could watch all of that Cobra Kai, you can listen to this. I'm going to tell you.
That's
Like,
right.
you can watch all that right there and see that and be like, oh, yeah, this is that. But you're like, I'm like, so this guy lives this. This is not a guy putting on a costume and somebody saying action. Like, nah. I'm like, where you at? He's like, oh, I'm in the park. You can come to the park, man. Like, you understand what I'm saying? For years. Like years. Not, a couple of days. Like, nah, for years, I'm in the park. All right. Yeah, so, it's like, it's time in, time well circulated as an investment. So now, even speaking about it, writing about it, all of the things that you're doing is something to be celebrated. I reached out months ago and was like, yo, I want to do this Black Martial Arts series because we are in 2025 now. That was like 2023, maybe 2024. And there's still like one documentary out there that got recycled, and that's it. Like, after that, you're like, oh, they're like, huh? I didn't know.
That's it. Exactly right.
Yeah, like, I didn't know. I didn't know. Like, no, we lived through the Black Belt magazines and all of the, like, we came up, we had a healthy inclination to all of the books. And there's still people, it's just Bruce Lee. And then very recently, Michael Jai White. But for every Michael Jai White, it's like 4,000 practitioners that would never see the light of day. They got an extensive life lived in these arts and these sciences.
Yes.
So I'm like, where are the stories? So I'm like, man. And, for 52 to have what it has, we can look within instead of looking without. So I think that's a brilliant.
Yes.
It's definitely needed out here.
Yes. Yeah. Well, I got my documentary coming. We got a lot more coming this year. Trying to open a school in Georgia. The online course, learn-martialarts.com, advanced.lyteburly.com. Anybody that want to jump on the online courses, we got those rocking. Hopefully, I want to do some short films. I think I'm ready. I do my little Buddha Blunt. I want to bring Buddha Blunt to the world with big cameras and some other ones that are more serious about the art of 52 that I'm working on. The kind of like a drama to talk about like what it means to Black men, like what defense means to us. Because I think no one has talked about how we have totally conquered the world of defense and everything we do. Football, basketball, I've studied it. It's in everything. It's not just fighting that you could find this high level of defense. It's everything we do, so my teacher kind of pointed that out. And I was like, yeah, it's not really 52. It's defense. That's what we're good at. Like, very like high level at it. And, I want to bring that out. I want to point that out if it's not being seen. Like, this is this is our true magic. And if anybody know anything about defense, it's the most natural. It's the grand ultimate. Self-preservation. Offense is not bigger than defense. Defense will always be bigger than offense. Like, you know, that I can protect myself without killing you, that's always going to be big. Like, anybody can kill. Anybody can throw a punch. Anybody can close their eyes and throw a punch. But not everybody can make a punch miss. So the power of defense is way greater than the power of offense. And that's what we hold, is the power of defense as Black men. And I want to spread that message. So, you know, for any of my young warriors that's not feeling good about themselves, they can know that and start to power up. It's like, know who you are, power up. You know, we got a lot of depression and stress rules our community. Like, and it doesn't have to. Like, we are the only mammals on earth that hold stress. No other mammal on earth does that. Like, you don't got whales in the ocean talking about, oh man, remember that shit that happened to me last week, son? When that shark almost bit me, son. You remember? Like, they don't do that. The moment that the trauma is over, they're gone. They moved on. They on. We still holding stuff that didn't happen. Like, you got people holding on to things that didn't even happen to them. So we need to stop that. We need to stop championing stress. Like, stop trying to be the champions of stress and anger and move to a different light. And I want to help usher that in with the use of fighting, with the use of training and 52. And so far, so good. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm an acquired taste. Not everybody likes me, but I know a lot of young warriors look up to me. And because of that, I try to move as careful as possible. I try not to get too crazy, because I do want to be a role model for the young Black warriors coming up, is that not everything has to be be disrespectful to be respected. Like, you know, like, you don't have to be disrespectful to be respected. You can be respected just off of the quality and your merits and stuff. So, yeah, I want to be a part of that struggle. I've been part of the fighting thing for the last 10 years, proving that 52 is effective. Now I want to move into the next, you know, stage of my life. You know, I turned 50. So I figure I'm at my pomade stage. I started all of this when I was 27. Yeah, you know, I started at 27, pushing 52, and now I'm 50. So, yeah, I done reached the pomade level, half a century. So now we got to, you know, move on to different things. And I've been truly blessed, too. I've been very blessed to be able to do it this long without getting sick, injured, knocked out along the route. Like, I've been very blessed too. So, you know, all blessings to the Most High, and hopefully I'll be here a lot longer to keep pushing it.
Definitely. I still got a clip of you with them bars, okay? Maybe this will re-inspire you, you know what I'm saying, to come on back a little bit with the bars.
Oh yeah. Like, one thing I can say about this, about like life is funny, because the reason I got into scrapping is because I signed the Wu-Tang Records, and they wouldn't do nothing with our project. So I decided to start training just to keep my mind busy, and then it became, you know, or start to retrain just to keep my mind busy, and it became the new thing. And, you know, because of it, when I do my videos, sometimes I put my songs on the back of the video so I can keep my monetization. And I get a lot of people like, yo, who the hell is that rapping? Like, who's that behind? Who them bars? And I was like, oh, that's old Lyte Burly. But they done brought me back. I done blew the dust off of my microphone. I'm back. You know, I done made some new songs, and I know rap is a young man's game, and that's their thing. But it's time for some of us old heads to blow the dust off the microphone, step back in the booth, and put some good music out there. Because the good thing about it, unlike my time where it was like shop your demo, now, you know, you can get straight to your audience base. You cut out the middleman of having to be signed to a record label. So this is really the best time to live as an artist, because you can go straight to the people. So yeah, I'm back, baby. You know, you're gonna hear some more bars. I'm back.
I'm Hemingway's grace under pressure. Give me my credit now. I won't live forever. I'm running lights, but never running lights. Fight music. My hands are up. I'm down to fight. We can scrap, we can rumble, square off, run it back, catch the fade, let them hands play. It's on sight, the warrior's way. Hands clenched, knuckles bruised, nothing to lose. No escape, no cape, there's a hero in you. My blood's pumping, nothing but that diesel I'm trucking. Big rigs, no capping, we big wigs. Live life like it's lost now. Anger has a price, it costs nothing to smile. Head bow, I vow, fuck later, do it now. What you're putting off is never getting off. Victorious, we glorious. You know the name, we warriors. Built for war, armor tank up to inspire. Spread like wildfire, paintbrush my desire. Broad stroke, clock broke, it's never quitting time. I don't just run the race, kid, I finish lines. Catch the fade, let them hands play. Let's go, it's on sight. The warriors, come on, God's my personal tattoo artist. These war scars ain't got colors, they got stories. Even if you're born in purgatory, doesn't mean you can't push the Bugatti. Swerve the Rory was hardly believable as shit that happens. When passion meets action, you rear view past them. Shed tears in training, when fighting we laughing. No buts, no oars, just orgasms. No woulda, no couldas. We doers and movers. I come with them snipers, you come with them shooters. My supercomputer maneuver like a NASCAR. Fuck wishing, we get what we asked for. We doers and movers. I come with them snipers, you come with them shooters. My supercomputer maneuver like a NASCAR. Fuck wishing, we get what we asked for. I'm Hemingway's grace under pressure. Give me my credit now. I won't live forever. I'm running lights, but never running life. My hands are up, I'm down to fight. We can scrap, we can rumble, square off, run it back, catch the fade, let them hands play. It's on sight, the warrior's way.
And he ain't aged a day. That was like 25 years ago. He ain't aged a day. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, yeah. It's the training, man. It's the training.
Yeah.
I found the fountain of youth. It's called train every day, eat right, and you can hold on. You can hold on. You can slow the process up. Ponce de Leon, the man who was looking for the fountain of youth. He lived to be about 70 years old, when back then living to be 70 was like equivalent to living to like 120 today. And he did it because he was active. He was always looking for this fountain of youth. He was climbing mountains, going through bushes, and he didn't understand that activity is what gave him longer life. So everything he was looking for, he already found. And activity will increase your life. In this day and age where everybody's on the computer and not going outside, you have to do it now. We did it naturally when I came up by default, because everything we needed was outside. We couldn't stay home and have fun. We had to go outside to get any enjoyment. So we naturally stayed active, chasing each other, rock fights, and you know what I'm saying, all of this crazy stuff. We stayed active. Today, not so much. Everybody's in the house, so activity is important. Workout is even more important than what it was back then. You got kids fat. I remember when I was growing up, we had one fat kid around us, and we knew it, and we called him Fat. His name was Fat Ricky. And we called him Fat Ricky because out of all of us, he was the only one that was fat. So, you know what I'm saying? He stuck out like a sore thumb. But you go outside now, all of these kids is Fat Ricky. Like, everybody's Fat Ricky nowadays. It's crazy. It's crazy. Like, so it's almost, it's hard to see a slim person. You see a slim person, I'm going to have to start calling people skinny. Like, they go Skinny Mike. Because there's so many fat people out, you know, we're gonna have to start pointing out the skinny people now. But yeah, activity is big, and that's one thing I want to bring to the Melanated Warrior through 52 is stay active. Like, you know, I'm in Texas right now. It's like 11 o'clock, and after this interview, I'm gonna go do 300 sit-ups, 200 push-ups. I'm gonna run. I'm a shadow box, and I do this every day, every morning, every night. I don't care what's happening. This is my way of giving back and being blessed that I made it another day on this earth, because, you know, we take waking up in the morning. We take it for granted. You don't know that you don't have to wake up. It's a numbers game that eventually the numbers will catch up with you, but it's a numbers game. And when you look at it like that, you know, eventually your number's going to get called. So why bullshit with the time? Like, try to make your time on this rock. It's exciting. Is learn is information gathering, pivotal, passionate, love people. You know, reach out to people. Like, do as much as you can, because one thing we know for sure is that it's going to be over. It's going to come to a crashing end, and you have to, like, you know, in business they say as soon as you start making money with a business, you got to think about how you're going to close out that business. The minute you start making money, you have to start thinking about your exit strategy, like how you want this business to end. Like, you know, so same thing with life. You know, you got to start thinking about your exit strategy. Like, how do you want people to remember you when you're gone? You want them to say, yo, he was a dope dude. He was, you know, he was shaking. He was a mover and a shaker. You know, like, what words you want them to put on your tombstone. And you can decide that by the moves you make. So that's what I'm into right now. I'm 50. I'm on my way out the door. You know, some of my best years are behind me. So now it's just about trying to give as much information away as possible. Because one thing my teacher, Wilson Pitts, said, and salute to him, is that, Lyte, you know, you have the information to fight it, but you can't take it with you. You got to make sure you give it all away before you leave this earth. You can't take nothing with you. That would be unfair. Leave it for some, you know, that information isn't yours. You just possess it right now. And then you pass it to the next warrior when your light is extinguished. So that's what I'm doing. I'm on my way out. So, you know, this is the clearance sale. I'm trying to give it away. Of course, I want to make money, but I want to give it away. I want all my young warriors to know the art of 52 and the train and, you know, and maybe look at what I've done and do something better with it. Like, you know, add on to what I've done with 52, pick up the torch and run with it.
All right. So the landscape of the art, as we close, because we're about to wrap it up. The landscape of the art, you know, the landscape of the people, you know, the next 50 years, you know, how do you envision it? What would you like to see?
Well, I got some dope students. So the next 50 years is going to be incredible to watch them become the great teachers that I know they're going to become. Some of them are fighters, and it'll be great to see how their fight careers turn out. You know, and I already believe 52 Blocks has a place up there with the other martial arts. You know, people respect it. There's more work to be done, of course, but people know what it is. Like, you know, a lot of people know what 52 is now because of the work we did. So I see it. I see more people shouting 52 out in their fights. I want to see more people, MMA fighters, boxers, like, yeah, I study the art of 52, like saying it, you know, like I want, you know, standing on it, as these young men say. So that would be a good thing. And schools, I want schools. Like, I believe if Wing Chun can have schools in America, how 52 blocks ain't gonna get a piece of that money? Like, you know, not for nothing. Wing Chun is compared to 52, it can't compete. Like, it's a playtime art. You know, it got some good stuff, but most of it is unusable. And they got schools everywhere. You know, there's schools everywhere. So if they can do it, that's what I want to see. A 52 block school in every state, just like Wing Chun, just like Krav Maga and all of these other arts. That would be dope to see in the next 50 years.
The Wing Chun. Look, all right.
Yeah.
I was about to go down the rabbit hole. That was it right there. That was perfect.
A lot, you know, a lot of martial artists like you always putting down. Yeah, it's like, come on, man. Like I'm you know, put it like this. I'm over the Chinese influence over my black people. We need to stop this shit. Like, stop it. Like, them Chinese they don't care. They don't care. Like, I respect the white man more than the Chinese man. At least with George Floyd, you seen them white people. They was down there with their signs. They was just as mad as us. Like, they out here killing black people. But when you seen China man ever come to do anything for the black man? Never. Like, they got Chinese restaurants all in our hood. They don't put near $1 back into the hood. And we've been feeding them for years. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of the Bruce Lee bullshit. Bruce Lee was 130 pounds, and they turned him into he's a great martial artist, but you got men arguing with me. Jim Kelly would whip Bruce Lee out. He would slap chopsticks out of his mouth, and they would dare sit there and talk about this little Chinese man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sick of it, my black peoples. Let it go. Like, you know, like, let's start supporting black fighters. Let's start, like, you know, give that to Mayweather. We could be giving all of that love to Mayweather. Mayweather doing it for real, right in front of our eyes. 50-0, like, beating on killers. Like, he's beating killers. Like, and we here talking about some, you know, Chinese man that, you know, respect. Don't get it twisted. I respect him as a martial artist. I respect him as a man. What I don't respect is my black men running around holding this Chinese banner above us. You know, like, you can respect another man's culture, but you don't become another man's culture. Like, I'm seeing brothers running around with Chinese slippers on and shit. Shit is crazy. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the reason why he's hated and celebrated. You understand what I'm saying?
At the same damn time.
At the same damn time. You got a dose today. Final word for your family. Let people know how to get in contact with you.
You can reach out to me at lyteburly.com. That is the major website. I have the apparel, the DVDs. I got new books coming on the way. I just wrote my new book, The 52 Laws of Power. I'm going to have the whole system in there. Check that out. That's going to be on my new edition to lyteburly.com. If you're looking for the online courses, that's advanced.lyteburly.com. That's for all of my advanced fighters. If you don't want to go through the baby steps and you like light, I already know how to fight, but I want to pick up some 52, you must check out advancedlyteburly.com. If you're new to it and you want to start from the beginning, you can check out learn-martialarts, all one word.com. And there you get the 500 lessons. You take all 500 lessons. You can take a test with me to be certified as an instructor. Then you can find me on Lyte Burly at Instagram, Charlie Burly on TikTok, 52 Blocks Info on YouTube, and check out my reaction videos. You know, I try to keep people laughing. You know, humor is our universal gift to deal with the strife of life. So I always drop my reaction videos on Instagram and on Facebook if you into that type of thing. But, you know, keep your eye to your sky because I'm always moving around. So you never know, I could end up in your state. And, you know, I'm always easy and accessible to find. I'm never hiding. You can find me. So salute to my good brother here for having me on this stage. I'm an acquired taste. So if you are to have me on your interview, you gotta be a strong man because I may say some things. And so this brother right here is a warrior. He's a warrior's warrior. You know, he ain't scared like the other guys that don't want to have me on their interviews. You know what I'm saying? He took on the challenge, and we respect you for it, for giving me the stage to talk my talk. So we appreciate you, warrior.
Take one and know one.
Yeah, salute.
Thanks for your time. I'll be back in touch. Did I promise y'all a great show? Did I promise y'all that the show was going to be interesting? You know, shout out to Ella G, shout out to Queen Herawin, shout out to Master Lyte Burly. You know, he had a great show. You know what I'm saying? Great show. So tune in and, you know, stay in tune. Stay in tune. We got more exciting things coming through, and y'all stay in tune. So I'm about to do what I do best, and that's play more Killah Priest. Don't forget that the regular Podcraft schedule is Thursday and Sunday. So Thursday tomorrow and Sunday evening. So shout out to Architect D, aka AD, aka A Dizzle, aka Flat Earth Final Boss, for his amazing work with holding up the rocket and continuing to scale. So salute to him, salute to Solo Gems, salute to Iron Software Hip Hop, Killah Priest, and remember the song promotion segment. Let's get our best. KillahPriest.tv. Click on the song promotion segment. Also, get the merchandise, get the music, and let's continue to play more Killah Priest. And shout out to everybody who came through. And the craft will be back tomorrow. Peace.
Yeah, feeling a little bit arrogant. I mean shit. Yeah. Look, I'm a little overzealous when them haters go and set it, then they send it for a medic. From the bottom of the sediment, gelato with a heavy stench, I'm riding out with heroin. Brooklyn where the action is OD. Rick Motel, smell the arrogance on me. Treats the cop and know they fuck the police. Nightmare on my Cody, get to know me. Look, I ain't got a lot of peers. These bars got cauliflower ears. You hear? These bars got cauliflower ears. You heard somebody got me out of where? Yeah. I eat good, smell good, smoke good, fuck good. 3.5, that's a stuffed wood. Wingspan enormous. They all struck when they saw us. Aurora Borealis for the aura on the tour bus. Yeah.
A little bit arrogant. I'm feeling a little bit arrogant. Just a little bit arrogant. A little bit arrogant. I'm feeling a little bit arrogant. A little bit arrogant. Just a little bit arrogant. I'm feeling a little bit arrogant. Just a little bit dangerous. Dangerous like these variants of flexing arrogance. Starting shit like alphabet, and I only rap a bit. Imagine if I tackled it. Oh shit, be popping like obnoxious Torture sounds from clowns with sweaty armpits. Alarming, my pen a comet that tends to vomit. Acidic ass lyrics that sample on your garment. Content wild like vomit, heinous. These lines aggressively placed like in a Jackson Pollock painting. Who's taming this goddess who enjoys wearing a harness? Dominatrix, extricating mental bondage. Kinda pompous, here at least I'm honest. Ain't no time for humility when calamity is upon us. And then I need 4 more bars. And then I need 4 more bars. I do. And then I need 4 more bars. But fuck it, I'm in charge. Queen Hera, poison pen. A little bit arrogant. A little bit arrogant. A little bit arrogant. I'm feeling a little bit arrogant.
Feeling a little bit arrogant.
Phoenix.
Killah Priest, Ty Phoenix.
From a mustard seed, I must succeed. Through storm clouds, the horned owl just brush the trees. The rainfall, I remain small till luckily the greatest tall, but I change form, become a tree. Dusting off my leaves, the moth and bee swirl around me. A world with no boundaries. The ignorant 10% thought it was just a breeze. Throwing dirt cause they heart holes in their hurt. Hey yo, Ty, you know the chart shows when to be alert. This goes from 2 in a verse to a whole universe. The altitude is windy, but through currents and air pockets, a rare prophet. To feel the world is too empty, it's too much to explain. Ty pH is the water, so it's only right she rain. And y'all know my name. Yeah, Ty Wave.
Taking you higher than you ever been. Feel the rush in the air when we touch the wind. Soaring with the eagles, baby, here we up. In the clouds past heaven, baby, fly with us. Taking you higher than you ever been. Feel the rush in the air when we touch the wind. Soaring with the eagles, baby, here we up. In the clouds past heaven, baby, fly with us.
A royal priest beside a phoenix is no less than fire. Every bar's a power line like an electric wire. We interplanetary beings, we could stand the sun. Been to 23 galaxies like a Samsung. When they speak of royalty, they thinking J and B. I'm talking higher deities and the awakened me. Unmistakably, I leveled up from A to B. Laid this beat like it was masonry. Don't play with me. Going higher than the rest of them. Flying, we caress the wind. Tower over lesser men, taller than the Nephilim. Use it like a sharp sword, so you will respect the pen. Claiming my reward every day, I put the effort in. Jewels around the throat chakra like a diamond necklace. Gather knowledge, drop clues like a crime detective. I took the road less traveled, found divine direction. We on the plane of existence with space and time connecting.
Taking you higher than you ever been. Feel the rush in the air when we touch the wind. Soaring with the eagles, baby, here we up. In the clouds past heaven, baby, fly with us. Taking you higher than you ever been. Feel the rush in the air when we touch the wind. Soaring with the eagles, baby, here we up. In the clouds past heaven, baby, fly with us. Fly with us. Fly with us. Fly with us. Fly with us.
Here, the centuries of loneliness were to end. Your collection of Leonardo da Vinci masterpieces, Mr. Flint. They appear to have been recently painted on contemporary canvas with contemporary materials. Then, age, death, the taste of dust. Do you understand? You wanted a perfect, ultimate woman. As brilliant, as immortal as yourself. Your mate for all time.
Merkaba Master, I charter demons to other worlds, drive devils through plaster, rush them to hell, breathing asthma. Place Satan on gurneys next to Hermes, send them off to their journey to Cleopatra. They read those chapters, egos captured, the Leo laughter, neoplasma. Run through my veins in this matrix, and my basement became a plaza. And now I'm in the Sky Lounge with negative spirit hackers. Build on math and we read the chapters. Observe through our windows at the quiet disasters, riots at NASA, marches, gender pride, freedom rights for the masses. Till we do away with first and second citizen classes. Religion is backwards, trying to comprehend to the pastor. This gym is like Jasper. Either we all live and strive for the youth to survive, or it all ends with the rapture. Forget waiting on the man, I'm making a plan. And for the ages of false statements, I'm taking a stand. Start an investigation on Satan with a cross in my hand. Make him plead guilty, now face the jury. We're in the courts of I am. If I could just vanish from off the planet, like magic, become caught from granite. Days, mathematics is understanding.
Hey, hey, did you hear? This is the perfect place to disappear. Did you hear? This is the perfect place to disappear.
A billion stories in the naked city. Ghost told me that his best friend needs a kidney. We froze, reminisce of Tiffany in the cold. Open whiskey from the 20s in the memory. Sympathy made the angels play a symphony. Said he could have had a scholarship. Toured different colleges. Now he's out of it, faded away slowly on dialysis. His name remained anonymous, but here's my acknowledgements. Street legends and hood guards. Kingdom fall into a mirage. Ghetto depression sets in. Then we place weed and cigars. A child has difficulties concentrating. From where he lives, he sees his promises fading. He sees his pops gone, his mom's is aging. She trying to stay strong for a church congregation. And meanwhile, a kid named Rico was the coke king. A lot of siblings are the dope fiends, hope you scream. A lot of children with broken dreams, homes were clean. The most extreme, you got rich and what you sold to queens. Look what you did to Josephine. And Ebony is unheavenly. The devil's ready with open wings. As Lucifer uses love and his youthful mug. Then his blood on the cobra's fangs.
Hey, hey, did you hear? This is the perfect place to disappear. Did you hear? This is the perfect place to disappear.
Play more Killah Priest. Play more Killah Priest. King of Dadanari, speaking wise words to Matani. Dress godly, the book of proverbs I embody. Student enrollment, my music's golden. With writtens that influence my opponent. I'm fluent when I'm flowing. The words from Fakulti to Nurta, carved out in murder. Priest rockin' cherry, that's from Persia. Write rhymes using old English curses, like I'm from 685 BC circa. Get off your knees, you know not what you worship, but salvation's for the merchants. Black child of the Berbers, the ruler saw her dawn. Write it in a book made of bronze. Said like you pushing my creative palms. When I was born, there was major storm. A black god in his greatest form. I'm what real rap listeners was waiting on. I mastered the 7 skills, so I was taking long. Then went back and got the 8. That's not in the book. It's not seen, not spoken. Only true masters can relate. In this place, there's no time, no date. God says you have to rhyme to be great. Abanawa Shabbat Shemayim, a whole line. Like Gilgamesh and write a scroll in Solar Zion. Ishtar in front of Urdu Malisi. Sit on his throne easy and write a poem weekly. Priest in his own, my microphone become a species. All on its own, new chromosomes. Bones Marvel DC. My impact on rap to free all the righteous people trapped. I'm overstanding, we under attack. Bismarcky music was godly. 82 they dropped Atari. 26 empty clips, John Gotti. Killah Priest hip hop version of Bob Marley. Amongst the Ansars, Israelite Muslims and God bodies. Now we got the whole taps. As far as deep, only priest flow is left. I took an oath to hold a set. The Asher Ike in the writing. Holy Bible Genesis chapter 6. Speak on the giants. My favorite anime, Attack on Titans. Favorite boxer, Mike Tyson. When rhyming, I miss the excitement. more Killah Priest, golden, gold play more Killah Priest. It's from around the way. Shout out to all the DJs. Stop the ride with the skills. Killah Priest keeps it real. You want it like that, so you got it like that. You want it like that, so you got it like that. Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 68. The black Jews to the 52 states. All those who relate, this is not up for debate. The stars form a hexagon shape. Metatron in the face. My body forms in the Babylon race. Through megastorms, electrons made a heart pulsate. Piece of Capadon, Ray Kwan and Ghostface. Islam is your faith. Open Qurans beneath Ramadan dates. A Hittite king assassinated by a Syrian prince. A chronicle from the honorables recorded the event. Also with the help and the blessings of a religious establishment. Priest is the dragon in the trench. It's raining badly. I'm throwing daggers while I'm drenched. On the top of his palace, I scale down, looking through his windows, eating salad. Holding a chalice, I'm moving silence. Like smoke, you'll never taste the scope on your palate. Who wanna hold a throat in a challenge? Bleeding out, trying to stop the blood while I kneel on the prophet rug. Shots blow through the window. Snowflakes in my memento. Gold plates, blindfold, tied up, pillowcase. Foreign voice asking me for info. They fed me whiskey till I'm pickled. They hit me in the arm with the sickle. But I'm calm and official. Alarms whistle. Royal priesthood came with the game. Save the Messiah, fire rain. Armageddon, the beast beheaded. We reign supreme. Play more Killah Priest. Play more Killah Priest. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Play more Killah Priest. Play more Killah Priest. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Play more Killah Priest. Play more Killah Priest. Say the fake one. Yo, you need some understanding. Here we go, here we go. To learn the laws and commandments, cause we're learning. Yo, city. Our mind is gonna blame. Not using our mind. We're not using our mind. We're losing it every day. You know what I mean? Priesthood. We always seem distracted. I'm distracted. Our magic always cause a reaction when we're real magic, rap magic. You know what I mean? In the streets of the city, Brooklyn, Bronx. Love solo gems. Let's go. Hebrews always talk about reparation. I came here from another world. What we say? With just a hood on me. Just a hood. Just a ooh. Just a hood on me.
Have you heard of Nag Hammadi? No? Let me tell you about it. The Nag Hammadi Library is a collection of 13 ancient books called codices, containing over 50 texts. Texts that present a radically different view of early Christian beliefs.
During the early race, man wanted real estate, so he started building shape. Others started to fill away, though they started killing snake. Those of the worldly faith found themselves in pearly gates, left his seat as girl inflates. Blessed he who elevates, set the tea and meditate. Rain splash off of the stained glass. Medieval cathedrals that still stand in Spain and France. Skeleton figures how many diamonds his ring had. The courts had green grass, the hawks took spring baths. Across where kings clashed and fought for the queen's hand. A masterpiece done by priests. Refractory property so unique. Sister goes Sophia in her holy seat. Her feet Alistair Crowley sleeps. It's where Kiss and Bon Jovi meet. The Greek, the beast, the owl covered in rosaries. Prophetess, potions and poetry. A Bratches Reba Simha. The lion called Simba. When rhyming I'm the Templar. The troubadour with music for the temper. The rooster call from roof to floor. The eyes in the center. The truth is all manly hall. What lies within the picture. The fruit don't fall. Nuclear war that ties within the scriptures. The zodiac sign of Hitler. More than one Jack the Ripper. More than one Shakespeare. For some of the take years. The Nag Hammadi god body that practice motionless karate. The dragon on my Vatican Armani. Nag Hammadi, my bad. craft I'm in, I'm mastering. The carpentry, the scaffolding, Corian stones to cornerstones. When I grab the pen, I fall in my zone and reach the African. Plastered in the walls of Rome, the priest is practicing. The royals on the doors of the dome, pads and fabric skin. On the mountain surrounded by columns, writing my album. All alone like I'm in the solemn, solving my problems. Gothic sanctuaries, a wall of St. Mary's. The Gospel of John is scary. Lately I've been drinking heavy, reading Psalms with nervous palms. Open the vote, grab my sword and my coat of arms. Murder I wrote. Nakamati Library.
Imagine finding a book that tells a completely different version of a story you thought you knew by heart. These manuscripts were hidden for a reason. In the end, Nag Hammadi's texts aren't just relics. They're a bombshell on traditional teachings, showing us just how diverse and dynamic early Christian thought was.
Stoic silence of the oldest island begin to thaw, replaced by a growing comfort from endless wars. A sense of openness from the hopelessness of night terrors and war-torn. A culture hit on the tree whose roots go down to hell. A vulture sits, its fruits are strange. Comfort is the enemy of change. That's Buddha slain. Ostentatious displays of masculinity, master identity, clashes in chemistry, acts to ministry. They found ossuaries where Yasha was buried. Yale and Oxford is wealthy, that's where it's held in a box with the Steelies. Sensation-seeking journalists, selfish collectors, thieves and lit professors, search for leads to hidden treasures, forbidden fruit that Adam and Eve bitten together. Seductive promise, corrupt the conscience, curse of the monstrous, a bomb nuclear launchers. Dinosaurs extinct, who instruct the comets, destructive regardless. Buddha's twisted bamboo, the Messiah touch a carpet, unspoken tension, permeated the air. The sun show us vision, made perfectly clear. The whole solar system, from days, months to years, casting that over our tranquil existence, joy and tears. The town's whispers grew louder, weaving tales of a particular king of power, deceived as well. Conversation in hush tones spoke of a clandestine underworld, King Tut's bones, the son of hell. Gray smoke filled the air, creating a nostalgic atmosphere, contentment, religious. In the quietude of recent years, a mysterious veil descended from the night upon the living. The sun dipped below the horizon. The streets took on a different shape altogether. Monopolizing luxury cars, sleek and expensive, stealthily rolled through the winters. Criminal business with their wives and the fitness. Some took bribes, leads to a sentence. Some survived, codependent, now they co-defendants. Exposed to witness through hopes and contradictions. Cellmates, ex-cons in prisons, killers with long convictions, addicts with strong addictions. Badges, they draw depictions. Priest and mystic, listen. My book fell apart when I touched it. Its pages turned back to a papyrus, then went back to a tree, to a seed of a mustard. Letter. I should cut my ear off like Van Gogh. Stop performing at the Klan shows. Watch myself from the audience. Play piano with lit candles. I mean, I'll still perform, but the thrill is gone. I don't feel as strong, maybe cause the wheel is torn. I clutch in a ball cause I'm sick to my gut. Then I brushed off the dust, stood up like I was touched by healing palms. I picked up my shield and 3 rocks as I'm hearing psalms. Know ye not that ye are gods? And I've been blocked by bouncers, overlooked by the announcers. I'm in the stand with the fans, which told me many of my album was like a counselor. They said songs like Then From Now, got them from then to now. Even deja vu, they said the old man was you in a reoccurring nightmare. where you kept coming back around. I took a picture with him, then he showed me a picture of his daughter in a cap and gown. He said he put her through college because your words stood up for knowledge. Said, to be honest, you like a prophet. I said, stop it. He said, what made you right before quarantine take us to Nebula in a rocket? I said, it was just my journey to the planet of gods, a divine intervention. Just a mantra, I said, for the monsters in my head. Kept reliving, but we true and living. Like 3 Supermen then, he said, who you kidding? That was a beautiful listening. Clan came on and music was hitting. They did fourth chamber while I talked to strangers about his divorce and child support papers. Got it restrained in court for his anger. On the cross cause of haters. Asgos finish up with the black suede while he dawn. They look around, I'm not on. They search backstage and I'm gone. Much finish the set, play the next song. Play the next.
Nobody would remember. He hardly was a member, but the gods was his event.
Freak out, yo!
Yeah, ma. Ma, say what up.
Huh?
Say what up.
Say what?
Say what's up. Ma, you look like grandma.